Oh, hi you guys, and welcome to another stream. Today we are playing through the bombing mission, one of my favorite one-shots that I've sort of created, maybe created. I mean, it's got very obvious inspiration. Really, I just turned it into a module. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. This is going to be awesome. Okay, so guys, you're here. Brilliant. Welcome. Now, perhaps you should also be here. Discord. Guys, we've got the most family feel, friendly, loving Discord I reckon there is, okay? Like, you guys, if you're not in there, get in there. We talk about D&D. We talk about character creation and rules. We talk about all that stuff. We're also there for each other. We support each other. We talk about our issues, and we help each other out. It's amazing. And we share artwork. We look at art. We have fan art. Alice shares her photography in there. It's a great place to be. Just get in there. It's great. Twitter, if you're not on Twitter already, what are you doing? It's like the home of D&D. There's so much good good D&D on Twitter. And if you want to get in a game very much like this one, just pop me a follow, send me a DM, I'll get you in the diary, and we'll get you a game. Simple as that. Very easy to get a game. I'm actually taking games in the next couple of weeks at the minute. And lastly, YouTube. YouTube is nearly entirely up to date with all the streams. I'm yet to tweet about some of them, and I think I'm yet to update Friday's game. But other than that, it's all up to date, so check it out. We also have a Patreon. If you guys would like to support the stream, give me some regular monthly income, you can do so from $1 a month, and every dollar counts. So that's very much appreciated. Yeah, and we also have some special content on there. We it doesn't just yell at Scraticus in DMs like I do when I want to play. It does work. I'll give you a game. Just yell at me. I'll give you a game. What was I? Oh yeah, Patreon. We're also working on some extra content in the background. So there'll be more content for patrons, and any patron from $1 upwards can have access. We also have merchandise, which is on sale in all good Redbubbles near you, including t-shirts like this one. Notepads, sketchbooks, you name it. In fact, we're giving some of these away. Congratulations to the Water Dragon, who Ed, oh, okay, yeah. Ed doesn't have Twitter, so I keep forgetting to go to Discord. My bad, Ed. I'll get you a game. We'll do that shortly after this stream. Okay. I've talked about merch. I've talked about Patreon. Let's talk about games. Okay, I think it's time. I think it's time to go and grab the guys. Oh, hi, you guys. You are live.
Oi.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
So, I'll introduce the scene a little bit. Then you guys can say hi, introduce your characters, and we'll get stuck straight in. So you guys are standing outside the magical reactor, the raw energy magical reactor, with a team of fellow eco-terrorist freedom fighters, they prefer, who intend to EMP this reactor to put a section of the city out of power for a prolonged period of time, as a small aggression back against the government. We can describe the team as we introduce them. But why don't we meet your characters first, and we'll work our way down the screen. So we'll start with Gloss and Gadgets, DM Leo. Oh, hi.
Hello. So today I am playing Summer of Solstice, is her tabaxi name, or her working name, as I like to call it, is Rosaline. She is a swashbuckler. She has glorious red hair, much like my red hair, surprisingly enough. Funny how that works. She's also sandy coloured, much like how I'm kind of sandy coloured, actually. No, anyway, I'll stop. Yeah, and she is a government official, actually. So yeah.
Perhaps you could explain a little bit how you've got onto this job.
Yeah, so working as a government official, obviously, my entire purpose in life was to make my fellow minority tabaxi in the city live a more prosperous and transversive life. And I completely devoted myself to that, to the greater good, or so I believed. I grew up in a suburb just outside the city. It was beautiful. It was practically paradise with a lake, and it was green and beautiful. And my parents owned a fish bar selling shellfish in the city. And obviously, I just didn't want to be a country bumpkin anymore, so I moved to the big city, got myself a big high-powered job. And yeah, so that I was doing that for a very long time. And I never kind of went home, and it was always a big pang of guilt. I didn't want my parents to see how much I changed. And one day I get a letter, and it's from my father. And he says that my mother is sick, and that a lot of construction has happened in their neighborhood. And pretty much everyone that I grew up with left and moved away. Obviously, hearing that my mother is sick, I rushed home, and I get there, and the place where I grew up is a place of utter devastation. The beautiful crystal blue lake that I used to go swimming in is now sludge. It is the color of sickness and disease. And there are no trees, there are no green, there's just buildings. And in the middle of these tall buildings is the tiny little house that I grew up in, practically decaying and dilapidated. I get home, my father greets me, and I give him a big hug because it's been so long, and I'm shocked and disgusted at how this happened. So I ask him, Bubby, how did this happen? And he tells me that it was my very own department and government sanctioning that led to these actions. Reactors were built and waste was dumped, and yeah, it was all my fault. The letters that he received offering to buy his home were stamped with my own stamp. And he takes me to my mother, who is practically the same color as that lake. And she smiles when she sees me, but she's bedridden and weak. And I decide that I will return back home as soon as possible, back into the city, to try and right the wrongs and my own sorry, let's just skip that one. What my wrongdoing? And then I get another letter. There was an accident, should I say, on the house, pretty much destroying it. My father and mother has to move. My mother is transferred to a hospital, to which she dies. My father then, for his pension, has to work on the reactor. And he went missing just a few months before. That's it.
That's probably enough said there, really.
Give me a stage and I shall act.
Oh no, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. And I had nothing to do with any of that, by the way. Nothing at all.
Nice.
Next up, we welcome Alison Robinson to the stream. Welcome.
Hey, thanks so much. It's great to be here. I today am playing Juniper Junie Goodchild. Junie is a halfling monk from the small village of Bramblebairn, which is about a half day's travel from the city. Junie became something of a folk hero when she was tending to the village's sheep one day and ran off a pack of dire wolves by her wits and cunning alone, along with a few sound smacks from her shepherd's crook. And so as word of her deeds spread, she was invited to join the mysterious monastery of the Rabbit Prince. There have been rumors that this monastery exists for many, many years. Most people don't believe it's real, but Junie claims to have spent a couple of years there where she learned the skills that you'll see her practice today. And so now she travels the land in service of the common folk, and she lives by the mantra of the monks of the Rabbit Prince, which is, when they catch you, they will kill you, but first they must catch you. She's sort of a Girl Scout, and more than a little bit overconfident in her abilities. And she still carries that shepherd's crook. It is her primary weapon in the fight for the good of the common people.
Okay, perfect. And how did you hear about this job?
Well, of course, it's common knowledge that these reactors are causing a great deal of pollution and that's causing hurt and harm to the people that Junie is sworn to protect. And so she's sought out others who are of like mind and who are just crazy enough to go in and try to do something about it.
Perfect. Fantastic. Next down the screen, we have Binary Fire. Welcome, Travis.
Hey, how's it going, y'all?
Very well.
Okay, so today we have Riso Valantis Rapier Drist III. Total poser as a kind of a rich kid. Kind of has an air of nobility, however, is currently a hobo residing in a sanctuary in the ghettos of Sardin. He's not really posing. It was his former station that he was kind of, had some high society and some politicalness, and that was all until his mother and his father, his brother, went missing some 5 years hence. And, what wasn't whisked away from him, he lasted about 2 years on before his financial mismanagement of what funds he had remaining left him kind of out on the streets. And Kathina Apolline Zahara is his saving grace that saw pity on him and allowed him sanctuary in this small alcove in the ghettos of Sardarin. And he's really kind of about trying to get his place back in society. He's wanting to get some notoriety back. He's wanting to fill his coffers to where they used to be before whatever happened. He doesn't know what happened. All he knows is that he was inconsequential enough to not be assassinated for one or pursued after the next. And so his entire purpose in this job and getting into this job is the prospect of making a position or a seat of some regard within the current rebellion.
Yes, indeed. And I suppose the only note there is that your parents went missing around 5 years ago, right? Right? Just as the reactor 5-year plan started happening and all the reactors started getting built. Probably not of consequence. Probably not. Last and most certainly not least, good friend to the channel, Chelsea. Little Red Dot, welcome.
Hey gang! Thanks for having me back. It's kind of like home. I am playing a new character today, as a few of you in chat pointed out. I am bringing in Lyre-Horn, and Lyre-Horn is a druid, in fact, and she cares not for humans. Her interest is in saving the animals and the forest around the city that are being devastated by the expansion and the build out in this kind of industrial magical revolution. So she grew up the daughter of basically two traveling tricksters. They traveled from city to city, and as they got older, they finally settled here in this town, hoping to offer their child something more. But her years on the road and in the wilderness, she was deeply connected to it. And as she started to live in the city, she began to get very sick. And I swear to you, Rosalind and I did not talk about our stories, but they do cross over. So she moved to the city, lived there for a while, and she began to get very sick. And she realized her sickness was, in fact, the sickness of the animals in the forest, that it was affecting her, whatever they were doing to it, her deep connection. So she left there and moved, and in fact found a renegade group of druids that are running this kind of revolt inside of the forest. And they have been plotting and planning for quite a while to do something. And they caught wind of a much bigger scheme and thought, man, could they use our help? So they sent their kind of number one druid to go in and lead their, faction basically into this bombing.
Fantastic. Okay, so all of you stand, like I say, outside this reactor, and Garrett, who is the leader, he's come along with you on this one, and he's sort of going, I just need you all to keep your chill in there, okay? Like, we're gonna get in, plant the bomb as quickly as we can, and then get out. Simple, easy job, okay? Easy. Now, Jessie's just setting she's just overriding the electronic locks now. We'll be in moments. And you can hear, like, Jessie in the background just sitting there, twiddling away with various electro-magical tools.
Lyre looks at them and goes, do we expect trouble?
Maybe a few guards.
Is there an alarm?
Yes.
Have we thought about disarming it?
Yes.
Have we disarmed it?
No.
Can we work on that? And she, is so frustrated with this, like, dense, what are you, a dwarf or a human?
He's sort of, it's difficult to tell what he is. He sort of looks like a human. He looks a bit like a dwarf. He looks a bit like an orc. He could be some sort of...
Just kind of a conglomeration. Yeah, she's frustrated with his lack of care and concern for what clearly is a mistake. And is there a way to identify it, Scratch, so where we can attempt to maybe disarm this alarm?
So he was like, well, the thing is, we don't have to worry about the alarm getting in. We have to worry about the alarm. It's on the reactor. But it's a physical alarm, so we can't disarm it until we're there. Hence why we're bringing Jessie along. She's got no field experience, but she's got the tech.
So, protect Jessie.
Yes.
Great. And I lean over to everybody else in the crew, the other two beautiful redheads here, and to the snazzy, what are you, human? Are you human? I can't tell. Anyways, leans over and oh. Yeah, I lean over and I go, is it just me, or is this plan looking a bit thin?
Junie has been clearly distracted. She's just looking all around, not even really listening. But as you lean over, she finds herself and says, I'm sure it will be just fine. There's nothing at all to worry about. In fact, I kind of prefer not having a plan sometimes. I find that planning too much just gets in the way and causes trouble. I'm sure we'll be fine.
And then from the other beautiful redheads, you hear a little trill. And she tilts her head. Ah, brilliant. The minute I decide to rebel, I find that I have joined a group of idiots.
Hey, we got the plan all fleshed out, okay? There's gonna be an alarm. We'll get the alarm sorted. You guys need to handle the guards for us. Maybe help us set the bomb. I've got the codes.
I can handle those guards, no problem. She kind of spins her shepherd's crook around in front of her expertly.
So cute. Yes, guards are no problem.
That's what I hoped.
You are mighty quiet, sir. It's making me nervous.
Still muted.
Oh!
Nope.
Still muted. Yeah, you're muted. I want to know so bad what you're saying. It looks so intense. No sound.
No.
Oh no, I've bought the fumbles and then curse.
Next to your mute button, there's a little up arrow. Try just selecting a microphone. Make sure it's selected the right one.
Maybe.
Oh noes. Curse you, tech gods.
Always the way.
Gremlins always find a way in a
I
street.
was about to say, and he sounded so good earlier.
He did. He sounded perfect. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Is there a manual mute anywhere that you've lent on or something? No?
rebooting.
Nope. Oh, so strange.
Okay, well...
Well, he can stand there brooding in the background.
Yeah, he stands
Yeah.
there brutally.
he just stares you down. It's so intense.
Let's play charades. Act it out.
So do we have a count on these guards? Could we pretend, perhaps, set up for an ambush?
It's about an hour till guard change, so they're all going to be relaxing about now. Hopefully somewhere between 10 and 20.
I'm sorry, did you say 10 and 20?
Yeah, but
Aren't we a bit light?
they won't all be together.
Oh.
That's all?
It's a big complex.
I was led to expect this would be a challenge.
Well, less challenge, more failure's not an option.
The halfling is...
That's why we're paying you guys so much.
Oh, I care not for gold. Well, the rebellion does. I guess I care too.
Well, it is very helpful.
Well, so how long? Just stand here and wait it out? Or...
No, she'll be done very soon.
Oh, great.
Testing.
Oh,
Yay.
and
There we go.
Is it working? Oh my gosh. Sorry, tech issues are so fun.
No, it's all right. It's the joys of the online part.
Right.
Literally was working a second ago. Don't even know why.
So, yes, silent brooding man, you make me nervous. What is in your mind?
Well, I planned on standing here and waiting until that door opened, and then we could proceed with the rest of the plan. That which one of you redhead ladies said was going to deal with the guards? Which one was that?
Oh, that one.
Yes, I think I could be of assistance if you need it.
I probably won't, but thank you anyway.
Guys, I've managed to crack the lock. The door's open. You can go in at any time.
Oh,
And I take a deep bow and I'm like flourishing. I'm like, ladies.
Junie practically jogs ahead. Wants to be the first through the door.
Thank you very much for that gifted subscription to Travis Ed. That's his 26th gift sub in the channel.
my!
He is the sub father.
Awesome.
So yes, you have a nat 1 or 20 to gift to whomever you wish, Travis.
Ooh.
oh.
Yes, that is the gift of the Godfather, the sub father.
The gift of the sub.
Yep.
Really good.
So, Junie runs ahead, pushes the door open. Is that what?
Yeah,
Is
the door's like a sliding door. It just slides open. It's sort of
Oh.
she's disabled it, so it just slides open, and it reveals an elevator.
The room is very small.
It is indeed. And there are no guards or...
Excuse me.
What
sir,
is this?
What do you know beyond this door?
Oh, this is a service elevator.
Yes, and what is beyond it?
Well, when we get to the bottom, it leads to part of the reactor infrastructure, part of the surrounding tech node mumbo jumbo. I don't know the words.
Oh,
We'll have to
so-
climb some rigging, carry a few ladders, and then, hey, there we are at the reactor core, whilst avoiding all of the main routes where most of the guards should be.
Okay. So will you scout ahead down and see if it's clear?
Down. It's a room. It's tiny.
I look at her and I make a confused look on his face. He just said there was a service elevator. I guess we go up then?
So let me get this straight. This room moves somewhere.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the latest thing from the government.
Oh, I don't trust the government.
No one does.
Have any of you been on a lifting platform before?
Oh, yes. That's how I get to my treehouse.
So I'm trying to figure out if this is going up or down.
Do we not have a map?
Oh, this was a poorly laid out plan.
And then I look
How
at
did I get
look
here?
at our assistant, the guy that opened the door. I look at him, and I'm sternly looking at him, and I'm like, I'm expectedly waiting a map from him.
It'll go down. Jesse has the map. Yes, I do here. Look, this is a maintenance blueprint. We just go down here, then we go through the flux capacitor room, past the greasy shafts and the ladders and such that move.
Jess, thank you so much. Thank you so much for all that information. But in the moment of brevity, where do we go next?
We go down.
Fantastic. And I go over to like, is there a panel? Is there like a
2 buttons? One, an arrow pointing up, another, an arrow pointing down.
I push the down arrow.
Oh, Lyra runs and like hops on to make sure she catches it.
Yeah.
And then I slowly just kind of back to the back corner of the elevator, and I have my it looks like a little daily newspaper kind of thing. It's like a fancy scroll that's just, you just keep seeing words on it, and then it disappears, and then new words on it, and then it's kind of like just reading.
Ooh. I guess I don't need to give you guys the whole speech about what the government are doing to the planet and all that jazz.
Oh, I'm well aware.
This is why we're here.
I work for said government, remember?
Yeah. To be honest, I just don't like uncomfortable silences, and I find these rooms seem to generate them.
Wait. We are here doing a plan against the government to take down a reactor, and somebody hired a government official?
Oh, you wait till you hear her backstory. It's a real sob story.
What? No, I don't want a backstory. I'm a bit nervous now. I need to let everybody know. Maybe it's the small quarters. Maybe it's the fact I don't know if we're going up or down. But I don't like the fact that she's part of the government. Anybody?
Junie turns around.
Well,
she's sort of
have to say that sometimes the devil is in the details. And then I look at Rosalind.
Thanks for looking at my name.
Yep.
So Rosalind just folds her arm, and her tail is kind of like swishing quite impatiently each side of this elevator, and her ears are quite flat against her head. Sometimes you work for the devil and you discover his secrets. You will find in time I am most very beneficial to be here.
And you guys, especially if you've never been on one of these before, you'll get a weird sensation as the elevator comes to a stop quite quickly. It's sort of like your stomach's trying to escape out the top of your head. Most unsettling. And the doors open, and you can see the reactor proper. A large room ahead of you, with construction everywhere, scaffolding, ladders. It's an industrial mess. There's pipes going everywhere. And Garrett walks forward into it. He points across the way towards a large, glowing, pulsing... I suppose to a natural mind it'd look like a heart moving. But very mechanical, all made of metal, shifting and shunking and moving. That's our target, right there.
I want to look... I'm going to be actively looking around, looking down the hallway to the left and to the right to see if I see any sigils or runes or anything that might look like I'm not sure if my character would know what surveillance stuff would look like in this time, but I would, given his proximity to trying to get around the ghettos and get around places, he might know.
So I suppose you're looking for what are they called? I've forgotten the spell, but it's a similar cantrip to message where you can see and hear things. Yeah, they'd be highlighted in small little black boxes around the place.
Can I roll a survival for instinct? You know that moment where the hair stands up on the back of your neck and things aren't feeling so good?
Yeah, of course you can.
You were saying that our guide for, I forget his first name. He started walking towards the reactor.
Yeah, he just walked out of the elevator towards it and pointed towards it.
I'm going to maintain like a 15-20 foot pace behind him.
Oh yeah, Myers not even stepped off the elevator.
Lyra, you can. You're not sure what it is. You were just rolling for that gut feeling. How your gut feeling is, yeah. You're not getting the abort mission feeling. You're not getting the everything's fine feeling. You're getting that slight tremble in the bladder. The slight, something isn't quite right. Your water knows it.
I lean over to the two ladies that haven't left the elevator yet. And I'm like, do you feel that? Junie, I know you know what I mean. Something's not right.
And
Can I make that same roll?
Yeah, of course.
Oh.
Similar, maybe not quite so strong, but like there could be something wrong.
I'd like to roll to sniff using my cat senses. I'd like to sniff the air, please.
Yes, certainly.
That was a 19 from me.
So the air smells sort of. It's got all sorts of strange sulfuric smells. There's other chemically smells, like you get the strong smell of egg, which is that other chemical which I can never remember the name of.
Sulfur.
No, I was thinking of the other one, but never mind. It's very. There's a lot of grease and a lot of metal, mercury, all these sorts of smells floating around. And also that sludge slime smell that you remember smelling in your hometown.
Junie looks up to Lyre and says, I feel it too. It's the feeling of excitement and adventure. Let's go! And she steps out and kind of right up alongside of Garrett and takes this very theatrical pose with one hand on her hip and her shepherd's crook by her side and is looking around to see what she can see.
Is it possible for me to get the high ground?
Well, you are already quite high up, so as he's pointing, he's sort of pointing down a bit. So it's, if you think of this thing as like a large tower, or a large, almost like chimney style thing, you're somewhere, you're somewhere halfway up the chimney, and the thing lies sort of down the bottom. So.
Oh, it's like way down. Like, how many stories are we talking?
Not tons. The elevator's brought you pretty close. So it's maybe 10 stories down.
Okay. Are we on like an open railing type thing around it?
Oh yeah, there's no health and safety here whatsoever.
Oh god. Okay. I lean over to Rosalind and what do you smell? I know your senses.
Metal, sludge, poison, chemical.
Hey,
poison.
It might be advantageous of us not to use fire.
Grease. Lots of grease. Yes.
Just, for the sorcerer up there. Maybe
I'm keeping pace with... No fire, check.
Great. And Lyre like that moment where you like test a pool if it's too cold. It's like that's how she gets off the elevator. This place gives her the heebies of jeebies.
At this moment, could you guys just quickly let me know your passive perceptions, just for information's sake?
15.
Yeah.
12.
15.
Perception twins.
And sorry, what was Hiruso's?
Who's?
Hiruso, binary fire? Is that not how I say?
10. 10. Got a 10.
10.
10.
Okay, cool. So, Rosalind and Lyra, as you look towards Riso, sorry, as he's walking past the pipes and stuff, you can almost see like some sort of transference from the pipes to him, like he's a conductor.
You mean like there's like an electricity bolt?
Not
like
electricity, more like a mist.
Oh.
Sort of like some sort of osmosis going on. Maybe there's a bit of give back as well.
And, like, this is happening behind me. I don't notice this is happening. I'm just walking along.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you see that?
I do. Can I want to look at it a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Touch it.
Can I roll an Arcana?
You can roll an
Can I-
From a
arcana.
distance?
If you want to touch it, you can roll either a perception or investigation.
Oh,
Whatever
and it
feels
just
right.
got-
I'll do a perception. I got an 8.
An 8. Okay, on an 8, looks like weird multicolored mist. Maybe it's sherbet.
Can I taste it? See if it is sherbet?
Oh!
Your hand passes straight through it.
I can't scoop any up. That's sad.
On an 11 arcana, yes, this is magical.
Great. What about a perception?
24 perception, yes, the magic is passing to and from Riso, like exchanging.
Like it's taking his and putting something else in him? Or it's just a cycle, like it's creating like a full circuit?
Yeah, sort of like it's
Okay.
quite naturally just passing to and from. Come on, don't hang around, we gotta get down this ladder, we haven't got time, we need to set the bombs and get going.
Yes, of course.
And I'm motioning for Jessica. I'm like, Jess, come on.
Yes, you want me to go first? Okay. And she starts heading down the
I'm
ladder.
going to be right behind you. Like,
It's okay, I'm going.
and I pull in right behind her.
Ooh, I'm gonna go last.
Junie's a bit put out to have been beat to the ladder, so she's pushing and shoving ahead and climbing down as quickly as she can.
I love it.
How far down is it?
You're gonna head down on this ladder about 2 stories.
Damn, I can't jump. Okay.
Thank you very much for that donation, Ed, who donates to have good things happen. And also for Alison to roll a wild magic surge. Alison,
Woo!
could you please roll me a 1d263?
263, eh? Yes, I can. Hold on.
Many on the table?
Already.
That's
We'll have a
lot.
D10,000 in no time.
Seriously. Remind me what the code is to do that in Roll20.
So I'll put it in Zoom chat for you,
Lovely.
and then you should just be able to copy it straight across.
Okay.
Yes, I did see, gave Glossa, okay, so Leo, Glossa Gadgets, Rosalind, you've got an advantage.
Oh, thank you.
And Riso, did you give your advantage or disadvantage to someone, your nat 1 or nat 20 to someone earlier?
No, not yet. No.
Because you may.
Well, since I have advantage, I think I might want to try and jump and make that dexterity throw.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Oh,
Get
you
down there
wanna make that
faster.
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to make this jump.
Yeah, sure,
Why
you
not?
can jump.
Awesome.
jump? Before we see the results of said jump, could you say that in the event that it goes badly, I do give her that? Can we do? I mean, if I gotta decide now.
I mean, dexterity is my strongest roll, and I have advantage.
Oh,
I have a +6 to my saving throw, and my acrobatics is also +6.
Riso is going to watch nervously and just kind of.
Oh, I'm going to try. Let's see what happens. That's what one shots are for. So, would you like me to make an acrobatics check or a dexterity saving throw to make this jump?
You can do an acrobatics.
Excellent. So Rosalind kind of like crouches down and she kind of like skitters like a cat on all fours before she leaps, and she lands on a bit of wall, and then she obviously jumps down the rest of the way to stick the landing like a superhero. So I'm going to do an acrobatics. And that was the first time was an 8. Second time was a 22.
Yes.
Yeah.
So thank you for that advantage.
So on a 22, you land majestically. You can do whatever you like with this, to be honest.
Yeah, it was like with a flip and a somersault. Has anyone seen Treasure Planet? You know, when the cat captain is like inspecting the ship? Yeah, it was just like that. Like, so she stands, her arms are behind her, she's like there.
Love that. Yeah, Lyra goes, animals are just better. Okay. And then she like trails along behind again.
Yeah, no one's there to talk to you.
Yeah.
Number 96. Target causes next building they enter to collapse. Fortunately, we're already in this
Next
building.
What about when we
I'm
leave?
glad I am in front of her right now.
Oh, gang.
And Katie donates 2 nat 20s for Allison to use as well.
Nice.
Yay.
Thanks, Katie.
Man.
Hey, and you're just holding on to yours for now, yeah, Travis?
Yep, for now.
For now? Okay.
I'm gonna hold it.
Cool.
So we're climbing down this ladder. Is that how we get from like floor to floor?
Yep. Once you get down 2 stories, he hops off, and he hops onto a pipe that he balances on. And he begins walking away from the platform where Rosalind has landed so gracefully, and walks almost out into the center of the reactor, where there is a small platform for maintenance access that he stands on.
I attempt to follow behind Jessica. I'm assuming Jessica. So it's going him, Jessica, and then me.
Yeah, Jess follows. She sort of does it on hands and knees. She spreads her weight out like this on the pipe and goes across the way.
And then I will follow directly behind her and just kind of. It's not like totally graceful, but it's not like ungraceful. I'm just kind of like, ooh.
Okay, you can give us a balance check, perhaps an acrobatics or anything else you can justify.
Can I use my whip? Oh no.
That is going to be a 9.
9. Okay, so on a 9, you're looking wobbly. There's a little bit of grease on this pipe, and you sort of like slip on it a little bit.
Oh.
How does this look?
So as soon as you see him slip in some grease, he kind of fuddles and then immediately like starts scraping the grease off of his shoe and off the side of the pan. Like stops and starts getting it off of him.
Do you now have grease on your hands?
Oh.
I'm taking it, like flicking it off, just down.
Be careful! I yell down. Can I use my whip to Indiana Jones the fuck out of this moment?
Yeah, sure, why not? There's a convenient girder running across the center of the pipe.
yeah, she like breaks out, and it's actually made of like some leather, but mostly like vines, and like strung bamboo and something like really tough. Yeah, and she like whips it up, whaps around. What do I have to roll, friend?
Why don't you make an attack roll? That feels like an attack roll to grab the girder. Nailed it. Just wraps around twice, you give it a tug, feel secure.
And then, yeah, I just, George of the Jungle across, land on the other side, like, proud of myself.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you swing across, no problems. How do you retrieve the whip?
Oh, the way you retrieve a whip. You basically crack it again and it unwraps from the top.
Perfect. So you land on this platform. It's getting a bit crowded now, and Jesse and Garrett are like, we'll start heading down again. And this time they just start climbing down the scaffolding. Like on the crisscross circular beams.
So Riso's very awkwardly, like you can see he's super uncomfortable and he's just not having fun with this, and he's literally going handhold and foothold to what Jess is doing in front of him.
Junie is really trying hard to look as though she's ignored all the cool things everybody else has done. Is the scaffold? I assume it's a bit wider than a ladder, so could she potentially climb down faster than everyone else? Yes. So yes, she's going to kind of scoot out to one side and begin scrambling down toward the bottom. Scrat, would you like acrobatics for that?
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Because that's what I'd like to give you.
Yeah.
Nice.
24. Yeah. How does it look?
Well, it looks exactly like that. It's not precisely graceful. Very little that halflings do in big people world is graceful, but she is kind of scoots up to the side and just very quickly, kind of comically, passes by everyone who's in the line, and makes her way to the bottom.
Mhm.
And when she gets there, when everyone else arrives, she's already standing in that pose that you now know so well, with one arm at her hip and her shepherd's crook on the ground, giving them that look like, "What took you so long?"
And Jessie just sort of like looks mainly impressed by you. You get that impression that she's looking at you with slightly moon-eyed, whereas Garrett just sort of like pushes past, like, "Come on, we gotta get on."
So
As I pass, I just look down and I'm like, a sly little booger, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Hey, I didn't expect to find this here. Hey, there's a platform. It's got controls. We can use it to just steer. It's like a hovercraft.
I don't. I'm like yelling down because I've not climbed down yet. That makes me nervous.
I hop on.
No.
Yeah, no. Thank you very much to Ed for the good thing, as this climb's gonna get a lot easier.
Oh, that's good. Thanks for the good thing. How do I just now roll for that climb?
Yeah, roll for the climb. Or if you're gonna climb like standardly, I'll just let you.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing that happens.
It's yeah. So I guess you get sort of halfway down maybe and then slip, so you're not gonna take any damage except to your pride, which I'll let you.
I was about to say, yeah, she lands and stands up and says, "I meant to do that. I'm here. Make it hover." She's like upward.
In your mind, you hear, "Of course you did, my lady."
I did.
And you just
Strange
notice I'm
voice.
making eye contact with you. And point
I make eye contact back, and I did mean to. And she just like shuts up.
All aboard!
Everyone's hopping on.
Toot toot.
Finally, you should mention that as the platform begins to move. Sorry, Rosalind, do you have anything to add before I carry on?
yeah, did I make it did I jump all the way down or just to the platform?
Yeah, I'd say, do you know what? You can like spring cat your way down using your advantage. You can just make your way all the way down. Like,
Thank
yeah.
you. Plus, I also have a climbing speed because of my claws, so if we can just like glide down.
Yeah, so like there's some parts where you're jumping, other parts where you're just like scrambling. It looks pretty fucking majestic, to be fair, I'd say. And of course, once you guys are all on, you hear a whistle below. And two guards rush up next to you in another hovercraft like, Hey, what are you guys doing here? You're not supposed to be down here.
How far away are they?
They're coming towards you, so they're coming to come parallel with you. And Garrett's just giving it full throttle.
Oh Lord.
Can we say, like, as soon as they get within... Oh, they're within 120 foot of range, right?
Oh, yeah, they are.
Chaos Bolt.
Nice.
So what you'll see is Riso will see these guys and immediately just kind of like, it looks like he's trying to clap his hands, but it's more of like a whoosh, and then shoves this hand out, and then you'll see like this green teal kind of almost aqua bluish bolt that comes forth from his palms, but it's undulating, and it's like, it looks like the blob, and then it's small, and then it's big, and then it's small, and it changes colors between the blue and the green and the teal.
Almost
and just flying at him.
Reminiscent of the reactor engine that you guys can see, similar in its pulsating. It flies towards them. I'm not familiar with the spell. Is that a first tier?
It's a ranged spell attack, so I gotta roll a hit.
Mhm.
And on a hit, it will take 2d8 plus 1d6 damage.
Ooh, very nice.
Determine what kind of damage it is, if it's cold or fire or whatnot.
Hmm.
So, well, let's see if we hit first.
Yeah, sure. And is this just a cantrip?
This is a level 1 spell.
Perfect. You can roll me that Chaos D20 as well.
Oh, yes. Okay, so this is going to be a 22 to hit. I'm hoping that hits.
A 22 does indeed hit. Yep.
And then you said a Chaos D20?
Yeah. Sorry, Wild Magic Surge. Let's see if you get a Wild Magic Surge.
Okay.
You are a Wild Magic Sorcerer, right?
Yep. This is I got a 3.
A 3. You're fine. Nothing happens.
Okay. All right. So let's see what happens to this guy. All right. That takes 6 to 7. Oh. Okay. So something really fancy happens when you roll doubles on the D8s.
Okay.
On this spell. And when you roll doubles on the D8s, chaotic energy leaps from the target that I hit to a different creature of my choice within 30 feet.
Oh.
And I re-roll the damage on that. So this guy takes 14 plus 6, 20 damage.
Uh-huh.
And then if there are any other,
There's 2.
so it's going to hop to that next one. And it doesn't say that I have to roll to attack. It just says it hops to the next target within 30 feet.
Okay. So same damage or?
No, re-roll the damage for the second target. Okay, so for the second target, that's going to be 15, 18 damage. And what you see happen is that, like, this undulating raw force hits the first one, and it looks like it's kind of like a thunderous shockwave around his body, and you just kind of see him. He just looks like he's getting pummeled, just like pummeled, and it is like these snowballs of just like ice pellets, just, and then it hops over, and you see this stream hop over to the next character, and it does. You just see him, like, or if it's a her or him, you see them just grab their head, and you can just see like these purple and blue just kind of in their head, just kind of coming out a little bit here and there, flashes.
Yeah.
They both do that.
They both fall to the ground, leaving this cart driverless as one of them falls forward onto the accelerator, moving it towards you at great speed. You're also going at top speed. You're currently on a collision course, so Garrett's trying to steer around it. I'm not sure how that's going to go. He fails epically at avoiding it. He tries to steer left out of the way, and basically it T-bones you. The cart spirals. It's spinning now. Can you make dex saves to keep your balance? There are no rails or sides.
Shit.
Ha!
Really nailing these nat 1s and 6s today.
I rolled a natural 20.
Whoa, natural 20. Now,
So 20 in total.
Rosalind, are you the sort of girl who would look after herself, or will you be the one who'd be trying to save someone who, say, rolled a 6 or a nat 1?
Rosalind, despite her appearance and what she says and what she does, what she does is very, very different. So yes, she would actually try and save someone. Maybe the halfling, because they're very small.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 22.
Yeah,
I think,
it would be me that did not manage to hang on.
Yeah.
I
feel like she's probably like bleh, like vomiting out of the cart too.
So yeah, there's sort of like two parties here. There's Rosalind and Junie, who are looking very stable on their feet, like, hey, I get spun around by flying, levitating craft all the time. And Riso and Laya, who are basically flung to the sides, maybe clinging to the side. Similarly, Garrett keeping hold of the controls, he's fine, but Jessie is stumbling towards the side. She's sort of holding onto the control panel.
Okay, yeah. Let's go. Let's go grab someone.
Help! Help! Help!
Garrett gets control of the cart and stabilizes it, so it's easier to help you guys out.
And I'm just sitting, I'm holding on, and I'm like almost bawling. I'm like, don't let me die!
I want to get up.
Is anyone in danger of flying off of the cart at this point?
Well, Rosalind is saving someone, but Laya and Riso are definitely looking in danger of falling off the cart. And below you, if either of you look down, do any of you look down?
Oh yeah, I'm totally gonna like.
Oh yeah, so like there's these big magical vats with large metallic items sort of pumping back and forward.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
so I'm like, shit, come on guys, someone!
Do I help? All right, you're 1 and you're 2. I'm running a D2. Sorry. I'm going for liar. It was a 1.
And as soon as I see that, I leap into action to try to stabilize Riso.
Okay. Yeah, perhaps give me some sort of athletics check, maybe, just to see... I don't think you can fail this, but we'll see how well you save them.
If it was.
Okay.
Athletics.
16.
Woo!
That's not bad. That's
Yeah,
I
not
was like,
16.
you a strong little halfling.
Mine was an 18.
16 and 18, yeah, you both succeed. I'll pass it back to you.
Hold on there, comrade.
Like,
I've got you.
That's all I'm doing. And hanging on.
I have you.
Are we still spinning? Have we gotten it back under
He's
control?
got it back under control. You're back heading towards the reactor, but it's no longer flying stably like a hover cart. It's doing all of this stuff now.
Yes.
And in the center, like on all fours, just kind of looking up at Roslyn, I'm like, I thought that we don't need any witnesses to this. So, didn't mean to. Sorry.
That actually is a good reason. I will. And she like vomits one more time over the edge. I'm sorry. Between these lifts and these, I can't. Were there 2 chasing us or just 1?
Just one.
Just one. Oh, okay. So
There's
that's
a
the
spiral
handle.
down into the magical thing, the magical
Machine?
the machinery that's. And as they touch the magic, they sort of went a funny color and then sort of evaporated a little bit as the mechanical stuff is going. We're dealing with raw energy here. This is bad stuff.
Clearly, there was no warning on the contract.
It's a magical reactor. What did you expect?
Magic.
So don't touch it. Where are these guards we expected?
I can see a bunch of them down at the at the reactor. It's gonna be a hot landing, though. Everyone, hold on.
Woo! Yeah. Yeah.
Is there so you said it's just like a flat platform. Are there any kind of D-rings or am I just laying there flat?
I mean, there's gonna be something there that you can hook onto.
I'm holding on to
Problem
that
is,
for
none of it's in the direct center. It's all around the edge.
Oh.
So Junie will take that shepherd's crook and hook it over the rail and kind of out into the middle
Nice.
for others and says, hang on, everyone. It's going to be a bumpy landing.
Oh, yeah. Can I cast Gust of Wind as we come
Yeah.
down to try to help?
To buffer?
Yes,
Yeah, of course you can.
I do that. There it is.
Yeah.
To try to I don't know, give us some lift as we're falling or something. As since she's adding stability, I'm hoping maybe I can soften the landing.
So as you come down, it does indeed just sort of slow you. And as you hit the Latin, it's just sort of a horrible metal screech, like nails along a blackboard as you sort of along the ground. And you can see guards near the reactor and workers who jump up, seeing this thing crash. At first, they run forwards hey, are you guys okay? And then they see you're not wearing uniforms.
Oh shit.
Can I please have initiative rolls?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Yes, I would be delighted.
Oh, that's not bad. 19.
Oof.
18
good.
here.
It's time
I
for
need-
bio.
I think I need to go get some dice. This is broken. I rolled a 27.
Rolled a 27, damn.
The jail. Put him in
Okay,
jail.
I have some dice. This thing is biased.
So what did Laya say what she rolled? can't
She
remember.
rolled a 13.
13, thank you. Oh yeah, there it is. Pro gamer. Rosin, are you taking? You say the 27's broken. You're rolling again, right?
Yeah. That was another nat 20, and I feel like 2 nat 20s in such a short amount of time is a bit biased, so I'm just going to roll it again.
Dice are dice.
21.
21. Lovely. So it'll be you up first.
Okay. Is there anywhere for me to hide?
You are standing amidst the wreckage of a levitating car at the moment. So Lion managed to slow it down enough that you've not been thrown from it. So if you want to try and hide behind it or something, you could.
Okay, I want to, yes, hide behind it. And draw my weapon.
Certainly. Could you give me maybe a stealth check?
16. No, what's my modifier? Oh, 8. 22.
22. You hide successfully.
Excellent. Okay. That would be. I'm going to hold my action until someone is closer, an enemy is closer, and then I'm going to pounce, literally and figuratively.
Fantastic. Holding that action for pouncing. Love it. Next up then is Riso.
So how far away is the closest enemy?
So the reactor is 50 feet away from you. You can see guards running directly from that towards you. They've only just started running those, so they're probably about 35-40 feet away. There's some workers who've been working on the infrastructure around who are about 10-15 feet away. You've got maybe half a dozen total.
So if I used my full movement 30 feet, would I be able to get to somebody?
Yeah, don't see why not.
Okay, yeah, so I'm going to headlong. I'm going to say, look at the ladies, and I'm like, I'll be the distraction. And I take off to the first one that's there, and I will go ahead and attack them.
Please do.
And I will be casting, for my action, Shadow Blade. Shadow Blade is basically what you see as you see Riso running up to this guy. You start to see just shadows out of the ground, just kind of like nipping at his heels and kind of crawling up the back of his legs and kind of doing this swirling motion around him. And you see out from he's wearing like kind of a three-piece suit that looks 4 or 5 years old, and out of his belt sides he's got 2 daggers. He pulls them out, and you see the shadows whip around each dagger. And
can I add a prismatic glisten to the shadows?
Ooh, that's even better. I like that. So he's coming out and he's getting ready to make his attack. The way this spell works is it's associated with a melee attack with a finesse weapon, and so I do just like a regular dagger attack with it, and then it will add 2d8 psychic damage on a hit.
Very nice.
So, let's roll to hit. That does not hit.
It does not hit, unfortunately.
That rolled for a natural 3.
Yeah, you were you going towards an attack? One of the guards? One of the workers or one of the guards?
One of the guards.
One of the guards. So you've run way out. You've gone to attack, and they've just sort of like ducked your attack. Junie, you will see all of this. It's your turn.
Yes, so Junie has kind of gathered herself up out of the wreckage, and she stands up with her hands on her hips and says, "Surrender now, servants of evil, for it is I." And as soon as she sees Riso running, she says, "Well, wait a second, I wasn't done." And then she runs behind him to join the attack as well. So she's going to attack the very first guard she can reach with her her shepherd's crook.
Of course.
And she's going to do this two-handed.
Boom.
Well, bam.
Yeah, there's the shot. Thank you, Lord Conti, for that cheer. Fantasy OSHA shows up to this unsafe magical reactor to shut it down. The team now has a 7-minute time limit to get the job done. I'm going to extend that to 10 minutes, but yeah, I like it. Let's do it. So, guys, you've got 10 minutes to set the bomb.
Oh my goodness.
Thanks to chat.
Ooh.
and that timer is on the stream if you'd like to see.
Yeah,
I'll
damn
update,
it!
I'll update
The
you guys.
IRL?
I'll update you guys via
Okay.
Zoom message if you can't see that. So,
Right.
yep, literally, you can hear sort of a we are coming in to closest place down. The health and safety breaches here are unacceptable, and you have 10 minutes.
my God. Yeah, so there's my 8 damage there.
8 damage. He looks heavily wounded. You've hit him hard. He's taken a knee. He's looking hurt.
Then I will use my unarmed strike as a bonus action here.
Nice.
Then, and this will be a sort of a drop kick.
Oh my god, halfling drop kick!
Oh!
Oh my god! Yes!
Boom.
Oh.
So give us the damage on that.
Coming at you. Sorry.
That's all right.
I'm getting there.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what is it? It's 5? Is that 5 damage? Sorry, I'm
It's
not.
not-
You can actually just click where it says unarmed strike in the chat,
That's right, there you go.
and then it will
Ooh.
double roll it for you. Yep.
So yeah, you completely obliterate this guy. You're doing a drop kick, right?
Yes.
Oh, the guy just goes flying. Like, yeah, like just like everyone dreams of. You do the drop kick, hits him square in the chest, and he just goes flying backwards into machinery, touches part of the reactor, phases for a second, and then gets sucked in.
Oh. Haha!
Liar, your turn.
Great! She was in on this action. She wants to rip up some little snooty city people. So she is going to do a few things. So she stops and she calls on the spirit of the totem, and she's going to cast the hawk spirit over the group. And so this blue hawk comes in and it starts circling over us, which gives all of us advantage on our attack rolls with any allies I see in sight. So we all now have, it's kind of like fairy fire but not. So y'all get this. Yep. And you all have advantage on wisdom saving throws. Not that I know we need to do that, but whatever. So the hawk comes in, so that's my free action. And she's going to hawk out, and she turns into a big old panther. And she's not gonna fight as it. Yeah, she's like, and she dives into action. I think it takes my entire action for.
Is this something that Riso can see?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm behind you because you guys ran, so I'd panther out and hop in. But I think it takes my full action to change, so I can't make any attack yet.
Okay, but you give everyone advantage. So it's my
Moving
turn.
forward.
Garrett runs forward and he draws a small-looking device from his pocket with a long tube on it, sort of like with a flower sort of end. He runs right up to one of the guards towards the reactor, holds it at his face, and pulls the trigger, blowing his head off as he fires this pepper box at point-blank range. He signals to Jesse, "Jesse, come on! Sort out the alarm! We don't have time! I'll get on the bomb!" And Jesse just runs up, avoiding people, and runs up to the thing and starts, setting things, ah!
Working vigorously. Oh my god.
Back to the top of the round. Rosalind, 6 minutes.
Okay, so no one's close to me. It's my action. I want to sneak into the shadows and get a bit closer to the action, please. How far away is the action?
It's not far. You've got the workers haven't noticed you. They're looking towards the other guards. The workers don't look like they want to get involved.
Okay. Let's see if I can get to the shadows to the guards then. So can I do a stealth as part of my movement?
Mm-hmm.
So that's an 18. I'm really good at stealth.
Yeah, you sneak right on over. That's no problem. That beats all their passives.
Sweet, yay! Can I still attack if I'm close to someone?
Go for it.
Sweet. Then I will have my rapier in hand and I will swing for the nearest guard for a 17.
That's a hit.
Excellent. And he takes 1d8 plus 4.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So that's a 6 plus an additional sneak attack damage, which is 1d6. Additional 6.
You take him out. You can describe it. You disable him, knock him out, kill him, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, she's here for revenge. You know, she doesn't know where her dad is, and they ruined her childhood home, so she just completely runs him through from the shadows. You just see her emerge from blackness, just sword gleaming, and she just completely runs him through with her rapier.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Yeah. He sags to the floor.
Like he's gross kebab.
Next up then is Rise.
So how far away? I'm assuming Jessica's got the bombs.
No, Jesse is disabling the alarm. Garrett has the bombs.
Garrett has the bombs, and he's the one that's in front of me.
Yeah, he's just rushed past the guards. He pepperboxed one in the face and rushed past to start to get things set.
So with my 30 feet of movement, can I get to where he's at? And
yeah, of course.
So if I can get to where Garrett's at, then I want to spend my action, maybe doing the help action or the assist action with Garrett on these bombs.
Yeah, perfect. He like opens a toolbox next to you and he's like, "Just pass me the tools that I asked for. Give me the monkey wrench."
So I start looking for a monkey.
Maybe help Jesse.
I take the bag and I just dump all the tools on the ground right there. So they're all right here. Just right here for him. And I'm like, is it that one?
Oh, God. Those were organized. I had foam cutouts and everything.
Well, they're all laid out before you. Does that not help you?
It's a great help. It's a great help. I think Jesse also needs some help. 3 minutes.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
So, I will take the rest of my action. Well, no, I mean that's everything. That's all I got. Never mind.
Cool.
That's it.
So Junie.
Are there any other guards?
Yeah, there's still another guard. He's sort of like backing away from you guys. You've seen the way you've dispatched the other two. The workers are making it. They're just working. They don't want. They're like, oh, we didn't see nothing. The last guard is sort of backing away, like, hey.
It's too late for that now, servant of evil. And Junie charges after him on an attack here.
Yeah, sure. He's a servant of. Ah!
Same deal this time.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, strong attack.
Very good.
Oh my
for
gosh.
6 damage. And following up again with the unarmed strike.
Oh! Yeah, you completely disable him. He's just like, servant of what? Ah! As you do whatever you do.
Same deal. This time she sort of wraps the hook around his ankles and pulls, and then jumps on top of him and cold cocks him across the jaw. As she does, she shouts to the workers, "Good people, you must flee, for very soon this reactor will explode, and you will be free of the poison that it's spewing into your air and water."
They like, you know what they do? They just sort of like put down their tools and just walk away.
Peace out.
So yeah, there's a minute left. Jessie's sitting there. She's like, I just can't quite figure it out. It's like the alarm's fighting back. I don't know what's going on.
Can I help? Working in the government, I usually know how this bureaucracy works. So can I give her assistance?
You can.
Okay, I step forward, up to the task.
You can. How would you like to help?
Okay, so I ask her, what seems to be the problem?
It's every time I just about crack the alarm code, it changes. It mutates into something else.
Okay, you work on the bum, I will crack the code. And I will get her to stick the bum on while I, at the same time, simultaneously work on the cracking the code. So, what do I need to roll?
Give me investigation, anything intelligence-based.
Pass.
This is a 12.
On a 12, you guys just about... She's like, I think Yes, I think that's it. I think we've got it cracked. Everything goes silent for a moment. Garrett says, "That's it. I've got the bomb set. We've got 45 minutes to get out." Which is also in real time.
Okay. Okay.
As this happens, there's a not great sound. As the reactor stands.
You just said the reactor?
The reactor
thing?
extends like metallic arms and legs and stands, ready to fight.
You just see Rosalind's eyes go wide, her ears go down and back.
At the same time, another character appears in this little fray. There is a person behind you with a large shirt that just says OSHA on it. They are not of this world. They are almost ethereal. As they have also joined the fray.
All right.
Let's have some initiative rolls, everyone.
New initiative. Oh, I gotta roll as a panther though. I feel like I just walked into a 90s club.
23.
That's 20.
Ooh.
I got an 8 here.
So there was an 8 there.
God! That is, for the record, my 4th nat 1 since getting on this stream today.
Not your day.
So you're going
4.
last.
At least it's on initiative and not on like.
The panther can't get over the giant robot that just arose.
Got an 8 there. Sorry, Rosalind, I missed yours. Rosalind.
Oh, 23.
23. Lovely. So, Riso, on the nat 20, you get to go first.
Okay, so the giant reactor, like it's what, 20 feet, 30 feet tall?
It's not quite that tall. It's maybe 10 feet. 10 feet tall.
Okay.
Nat 20 for Chelsea, thanks to Katie Faze.
You're such a gem.
Then I guess I will go ahead and I see that and I flip and I'm like, what the? And just shoot off another chaos bolt at it.
Yeah, sure.
That's a natural 2, so I'm going to go ahead and burn that natural 20 thing that you said I had earlier.
Yes, indeed, you can.
I'm going to go ahead and use that now at this time. We're just going to call that on that deal.
Yep.
And let's go ahead and roll some chaos bolt action here. So this one I'm specifically like trying to like shoot at his leg. Like I'm trying to like disable him or like get him to not move very much. So I'm definitely focusing this on like the right leg.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so 6 and 6. So it's 12. It's gonna be 12 acid damage.
Very nice. Okay. Yeah, this thing isn't immune to that sort of damage. It's hurt.
Is there anything that I could like hide behind?
Your friends and companions. The broken platform from earlier.
Yeah, I'd like if I have 30 feet of movement. If I have the ability to get over there, that's where I would like to go.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, you can rush over there and give me. You can hide. We'll save your stealth roll for later on if it becomes relevant. Next up is Rosalind on 23.
Okay. Can I try and hide beneath it? Out of its line of sight, like near its legs or belly or something?
Yeah, you can. You can see that magical pulsing around it, though.
Never played a rogue before, so this is interesting. I'm just going to hit it then with my rapier.
Sorry, say again.
That's a 10.
A 10. Unfortunately, a 10 does not hit.
Okay. Then I will try and hide. Where can I hide? I'm just going to try and hide, and hopefully my thwack didn't draw its attention. So.
Okay.
You want me to save myself?
After you is our Fantasy Osha's turn. As Fantasy Osha rushes towards the magical reactor, which it sees as the source of the health and safety problem, and it makes 2 attacks. Neither of which hit. Fantasy Osha, it is the reactor. The reactor also has a couple of attacks. It makes 1 at the Fantasy Osha, which I think might actually hit. Yes, it does. It slashes at the reactor. The reactor looks slightly more damaged than it was.
How big is this reactor monster? Just for my knowledge.
About 10 feet tall.
Oh, okay. So it's not like, we're not talking like Mega Monster.
No.
Okay, cool.
It makes a second attack at, who was the person who hit it? Oh no, Riso ran away. Riso, give me that stealth check now.
That's gonna be 18.
On an 18, you disappear from view, and its laser passes by you, despite your hiding, and just demolishes part of this elevator, this platform that you are hiding behind.
It's not good.
Next
Damn.
is Junie.
Junie sees the laser and says, "Whoa!" And she's gonna run, I think, and hide behind the remains of the platform as well, while she kind of formulates a plan here. And I'm gonna that's gonna be my whole action.
Okay, perfect. So, last but not least, we have Lyre.
Okay, Lyre is still in panzer form. And don't forget, we hear that caw of the bird as it loops around, giving advantage once again to everybody on their next round of attack rolls. And I am going to make a pounce. I want to try to get this guy prone, so maybe we can get some more advantage. So I'm going to pounce, which is basically like a straight movement forward 20 feet. And I'm going to try to hit you with my claws. And if I do so, you are knocked, or you have to make a strength saving throw before being knocked prone.
Okay. And sorry, is that on the reactor?
Yes, I'm going to make the leap at the reactor. So I have to put this in as Panther, so I can't roll it. She shakes of a lamb's tail, claws get a +4. Come on, don't fail me now. Ha-ha!
That is not a hit
No! Really?
on the magical reactor.
No, damn. Well, never mind. I guess I pounced past it. Oh, wait, I get advantage
You do get advantage.
on my attack roll. I literally said that and then didn't actually take it. No, it's okay.
You
we'll
do
take
have
it
a
first.
nat 20 gifted by chat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's do that. I want to take a nat 20. And you have to succeed on a saving throw, which I'm sure you can.
Possible.
Which I'm sure you do as a metal monster.
I don't know what you mean. No, he
Oh,
fails.
you don't! You don't make it at a 12! So you're not prone, and I get an extra bite attack. I'm gonna bite your face.
Do reactors have faces?
I don't know. Wherever, maybe its faces? What might be the reactor face? So this one also gets an advantage.
Yep. That doesn't hit. That does.
Yes! Ha 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 ha! Okay, so I'm gonna make 2 damage roll, or actually roll the damage now. Okay, so that's the one for the first attack. 6 points, and the next one is for the bite attack. So 9 points of damage as I knock it prone, which means we definitely get everybody, including the health and safety guy, now gets advantage on its attack against it.
Fantastic. So then we go back to the top of the round with Riso. No, we don't, because Garrett and Jesse also get a turn.
Oh, right.
Jesse just looks horrified. Garrett turns to you and says, who's the closest to him? Probably Rosalind, sneaking around. He goes towards Rosalind and just says, Rosalind, I mean, the bomb's set. We could just get out of here. We've only got, like, 30 minutes-ish. Back to the top of the round. Riso, your turn.
So I hear him say this, and I will go ahead and use my movement to go towards, to go back. I want to, like, start heading back. So, can we do that? Is there, like a platform or a door that we can get?
Well, this is the thing. You guys arrived here by crashing platform. You see the workers heading off into the factory proper, but that's going to be full of, like, 700-800 people, probably. Ideally, you need to get back to the maintenance reactor, the maintenance elevator. But it's going to be a climb.
Oh my. Okay. I will spend I would like to spend my whole turn, my movement and my action, looking for a way to climb back up to head back to the maintenance reactor.
Sure. Give me a investigation or perception.
I would go with either of those because they're the same.
Thank you very much to Edmund, who gifts a sub to Nightbot and gives the nat 1 to me.
Roll the 2.
On a 2, this is hopeless. If you go down there, you're gonna hit the magic. You're screwed. Next up is Rosalind.
I did some reading, so I finally learned how to rogue. I get 2d6. I'm going. Okay, so we can run, but I'm going to try and strike it first before I attempt to run. So I'll work out with my rogue. Yeah.
Okay.
Just so chat knows as well. I mean, we've got a pretty long timer going on right now. I think we'll call it a pound a minute if you want to speed it up.
Mean. Okay, well that was a dirty 20.
Why did I even get out of bed? Why did I even get out of bed, Scrat?
So that was a dirty 20 to hit.
Dirty 20 to hit, you hit.
Okay, so it takes 5 plus 4, 9 plus an additional 3. Because as a swashbuckler, I actually don't need advantage or to be hidden to use sneak attack.
And so your total attack was
5, 9, 12.
12, perfect. And that's on the reactor, right?
On the reactor, yes.
Yep.
And then I'm going to use my feline agility to run 60 feet.
Yep, you can run to the edge, and you are standing near Riso. You see the same problem. You can see a busy, bustling factory where the workers have gone, or you can look around for another way up to the maintenance elevator.
Right, I will save that for my next turn. Let someone else do something.
Okay. So next up in the turn order is our good friend, the Fantasy Osha. Fantasy Osha runs up and it attacks the reactor once more. Wow. It has advantage too because of your shenanigans. So it does a whopping 20 fire damage to the reactor, and because it is fire damage.
Oh no!
Oh no!
There is a small explosion from within the reactor. Who is within 10 feet of the reactor currently?
Liar,
And
why are
Well.
you always in the wrong place?
I like growl at everybody. Like, get off my back!
Um,
Panther.
Please take 8 points of damage from the small explosion.
Well, the good news is I'm in panther form, so that leaves me with, some hit points. I can always switch back beforehand. Okay, thank you, DM. May I have another?
I mean, if you want, I can.
I'm just kidding. I don't mean it.
So after our fancy OSHA, we have. Why am I rolling a dice? We have the magical reactor. The magical reactor. First of all, it goes to attack Liar from the floor. Just one of its piston-like, just comes across to strike at you.
Hang on. Hang on. I want to make sure that they don't get disadvantage for being prone.
I mean, it doesn't really matter either way. A 23 or a 26.
Oh, I wasn't even looking at. Well, yeah. Hi. Hi. Here, smash me in the face, please.
There's another 10 damage.
Okay, so what happens is you smash me in the face, and I come out of panther form, and take an additional 5 points of damage on my HP. So you guys see her shift back into her human form, and she oofs as she kind of goes flying.
The creature uses half of its movement speed to sort of stand, except it doesn't. It just sort of rotates around a bit so that it can stand on all fours. Now, not standing on two legs, but on all fours. And a tail comes up above its head, which is its action.
Okay.
Next up in the turn order is Junie.
Junie rushes out from behind cover and positions herself between the creature and Liar and shouts back, "Get to safety, Liar! I'll protect you!" And she's going to make her regular attacks here against the creature. And I think I'm going to use one of those crits for my two-handed crook attack here.
Yeah, sure. You get that crit.
And so there's a double roll for damage.
Yep, that's perfect.
16. And the unarmed strike as well.
Ooh.
Yes?
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was 19 or 20. Okay.
Damn.
So an additional 16 plus 11, 27 damage.
Yeah, that's no problem at all. And as you do this, the laser turns to lock on you and fires. Does a 15 beat your armor class?
No, it does not.
Oh.
You just managed to duck as the laser through your attack.
Haha!
Next in the turn order is Liar.
Great. She picks herself up and dusts it off and looks right at Junie and goes, "Hop on!" And she changes into a giant wolf spider so that she has spider climb and can get the fuck out of here. And she just like multiple legs, She has his back. She's kind of like a reddish umber color.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So Garrett is rushing up to where Riso is as well. He's also looking for a way up. He sort of thinks he might have seen something. He rushes off to the left. Jessie is still over by where the reactor was. She's at the computer terminal next to it going, she's now in tears. I can't deactivate it. It's... Oh god, it's triggered. The alarm's triggered. And she runs to the edge as well.
Time to go.
Yep.
We're still in turn order because some of you are still in combat. So, Riso, your turn.
I'm going to. Which way did Jessica head when she took off?
She just ran towards you, basically.
Oh. Okay, so it's me, Roz, and Jess, and we are kind of far away from the. Is there anybody around? Is there any workers left? Are there?
They've all run.
They've all run, and we don't see. And I don't see any way to get back to the maintenance.
I mean, you can look again. Garrett ran off to the left. That could be a clue.
I will follow Garrett over to the left, and I will do another
Actually, you know what? Riso changes his mind mid-step. You see him heading after Garrett, and then he just stops, and he's like, and he looks over his shoulder, and he sees Lyra over there, just kind of like, you look a little beat up, you look a little, and decide to actually use his movement and head over that way and back her up. Cool. And I will go ahead and cast a Chaos Bolt at the reactor core. And if we hit, no whammy. That's not bad at all. That is fantastic. 23 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. So, let's lay it on him again. Not bad. So we're going to take 9, that's 14 points of... Ooh, this will be interesting. Lightning damage.
Ooh. As you see, as the lightning strikes it, it's 14, right?
Mm-hmm.
As the lightning strikes it, you see the electrical charge sort of flood up the tail where the laser is. The laser locks onto you and it fires. Does a 24 hit?
I don't know. I'm not sure a 24 hits.
At a level 3.
Yeah,
Brad just wants to hear us say it.
And please take an additional 5 points of lightning damage.
So that's 10, and so that's 15 total.
Yep. And could you roll me a 1d20, please?
$10.
You're fine. Next, are you done?
Yep, that's my movement.
Next in the turn order is Rosalind.
Okay. I am 6.5 feet of cat. And I can also climb. And I also have stuff in my bag. Is there somewhere I can climb up and secure 50 feet of hempen rope to lead to our escape?
Of course there is. Like, where other people see girders, you see ladders.
Excellent. Let's do this.
Okay, so you can dash up. Your climbing speed's the same as your walking speed, right?
Yeah, I do believe so.
So you can do this easily. No checks involved. You can just do this.
Gorgeous. Like she's taking a stroll up a wall. Yeah, she finds a girder that would lead to our exit, and she reaches into her pack, takes out 50 feet of hempen rope, secures it, drops it down for the others to also escape.
And you are on one of those maintenance platforms that you were on earlier now. So, yeah. So next in the turn order is good old Fantasy Osha. And Fantasy Osha, I've not decided how I'm going to pronounce that yet, but he's going to hit the
Fosha
reactor again.
Osha.
He can't hit it. The reactor doesn't do anything. Next in the turn order is Junie.
Oh gosh. Junie hears Lyre and watches the transformation, and she swings her her crook up over the big sort of spider shoulder and climbs aboard. She's ready to get out of here.
Lyre, it's your turn.
Great. Lyra feels her climb on board and is like ready to go and has one last minute of inspiration for maybe those that don't have good climb skills and don't want to brave the rope. And she uses her action turn to like quickly net together almost like a little nest, like a web nest, and then attaches, straight from her bulbous behind to it. So there's like 10 or 15 feet, and so that way she can haul people up because it's sticky. And then she starts to climb, and she can do 40 feet with the spider climb without having to make the check.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, so you can get up pretty much nearly to where Rosalind is. You're pretty much all the way there. I think that puts you guys out of combat as the other two carry on slugging it out. Is there anyone left down there? Riso, you were left down there, weren't you? Are you going to carry on attacking?
No. As soon as everybody else starts bolting, he's going to be following in tow.
Okay, so you can see, like, every time the Fantasy Osha hits the reactor reacts with this laser from above its tail. They're duking it out. and the alarms are going. You can see guards rushing onto the scene. Guys,
Peace, OSHA.
you have 20 minutes until it explodes.
Okay. Does he climb onto like the web thing, or are you climbing up the rope that's been dropped?
I would be climbing up the rope.
Okay, cool. Well, anybody can attach themselves to the strange nest hanging from my behind as we climb upwards if they so feel.
Oh, that's what? No. Okay, then he's hanging on to the strange nest.
Yeah, because it's like sticky. You literally, you could just like stick yourself to it. Yeah. It's like dangling, and she's like spider climbing up.
Actually, you know what? You know what? He'll be a little tactical about it, and he'll lean back into it and kind of wrap his arm into it, and then keep a hand out.
Oh, nice! I've got a dangling weapon too. A human weapon. I love it. I love it. How far do we have to go, Scrat? Can we tell?
Yeah, you've got a way up to go. Okay, so hang on, we've got two things going on. Unfortunately, Chorus. First of all, okay, Chorus has resubbed thanks to Ed. Ed gives a resub to Chorus. He gives a nat 20 to Chelsea because you can't use a sub for good things. And Lord Conti donates 1,000 bits. Seeing that there is not enough to deal with a magical reactor and that there is a bomb, uses a magical device to call in reinforcements to help people get out and deactivate the bomb.
Ooh.
If the PCs are caught, they are detained and fined for being in place they're not supposed to be. So you can also see like OSHA hit squads coming in, flying down from random chimney ports.
Okay.
So they're trying to deactivate the bomb.
Us at all? Or do we look like we're kind of just scooting up? I'm just scooting up the wall. Cool.
So as you guys are climbing, maybe one of them will sort of stop and float back up to you and be like, "Citizens, you are in an unauthorized area. We shall escort you to a detainment center where you shall be safe."
I look up at Lyra and I'm like, "Move it, move it, move it, move it!"
She's like, dragging all this weight behind her with her spider legs, trying to climb all this scaffolding. I imagine she's like spitting webbing and then like jumping to, spitting and jumping.
Oh, jumping. Let's have some acrobatics checks.
As a spider?
Yeah!
Okay. Okay.
While that's happening, what are these agents? Are they riding something? Or are they flying on their own?
They
I
are
think
like...
they have rocket packs.
Yeah, I'm sort of seeing them as like robots that are floating.
I see. Okay.
So I didn't give them a description at all. Yeah, they're like robotic style police officers.
Rocket packs.
How far away are they from us?
They're
Flying around?
hovering maybe 10, 15 feet, sort of like always keeping a 10,
Oh, so
15
they're within 30 feet.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Junie jumps.
And are you guys all around me? Like, are we close together in proximity?
Yeah. I don't know about Rosalind. Where are you at? Are you climbing? You're already up, aren't you?
Yeah, Junie, did you just jump at it?
I did. Yeah. While you were hesitating, I'm going for it.
Give me some sort of check, maybe athletics, acrobatics, to try and grab hold of this thing.
Yeah, that's Junie was on Lyra the spider's back, and she's now gonna try and jump across from there over to this robot thing and hook onto it with her with her crook.
Are you attacking it in any way?
I'm trying to get on top of it is what I'm trying to do. Like
You want to ride it?
as if I'm riding it. Yes.
This works out great. This works out really, really great, actually.
Okay. Sweet.
I will is it a robot, or is it like mechanical, or is I can see a guy riding this?
Yeah, it looks what do we call it? Magicanical?
I don't know enough about the setting to know if a suggestion spell would work on this thing.
You can but try.
Oh, so you'll see Riso, and he will really look for the face of this thing. Anything that looks like what would be the sensory input, if it's got like little eyelets or
Citizen,
however.
detain yourself. Put your hands on your head.
But wouldn't it be much better idea to give us a ride out of here?
And what is the
Yeah.
check for that?
Yeah, it's going to be a wisdom save, wisdom 14 save.
It does not pass the save. It says, yes, I will take you out of here to the detainment center, and starts going up with Junie.
It says that I can specify really specific conditions.
Okay, it says that, but you didn't. If you'd like to re-clarify, you can.
If I would be allowed such an opportunity.
Sure, all I'll say is 15 minutes.
If you could, please drop us off at the maintenance reactor.
The maintenance elevator, or reactor.
Yes, please.
It just starts floating up towards the maintenance elevator.
With Junie on its back.
Yeah, you made the jump, right? Did you make the jump? Oh, okay, so I still see Junie in the air as you're doing this then. What check are you going to give?
Well, I'm just trying to decide if I want to actually roll the acrobatics or use that other nat 20 that I have.
It's up to you.
What the hell? Let's roll it.
On an 11, you miss the top, scrape down the side, and grab, like, there's a wheel at the bottom, and you can, like, just grab hold of that. With your crook, was that? With your crook?
Yes, right. As she jumps, she's in the air and she yells, "Ha ha! Oh! And she's sliding down off of it and hooks on just in time.
Yep, you are just hooking up, and it starts floating upwards. Can you give me another athletics check for your grip?
Yes, I can. 21.
Oh yeah, you've that, like, you know all of the knurls and gnarls in that cane. You've got it tight as it floats upwards. Thank you to Katie, who donates 100 bits to give me a disadvantage. And I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for them pesky kids. Riso then, and Riso, are you boarding it, or are you just letting it fly off with Junie?
Well, I'm on Lyra's butt, hanging out still. So I guess
I was
the
about to say-
question is, I will look over. I'm like, are you jumping on?
At whom?
I believe that was directed to.
Yeah, who are you? Yeah, who are you saying that
Oh,
to?
that was directed at Lyra.
Oh, at Liar?
Liar.
I was about to say, she's in spider form. Ain't no jumping on. She's carrying you.
Yeah. So wherever did you jump onto this thing?
No. I'm moving up the scaffolding to the top. Yeah, I'm jumping.
That tells us where I'm at. That's where I'm.
So shit carries her off, and I'm with.
Yep.
Cool. So it starts floating upwards to take you guys up to the mechanical elevator. Now, Rosalind and Lyra, you guys can make easy climbs, right? So.
Well, I was about to say, I've got spider climb, but I did make a jump, and I think I rolled a 22 earlier for that.
Yeah, you did. So you nailed it. Yeah, you're sticking to things like glue, and you can make your way up.
Holding on.
I'm like climbing. In relation to Junie, like the thing that did it like fly like off, or is it kind of like spinning in like figure eights, like out of control kind of a thing? What is it?
Well, with Junie on it, no, it just starts levitating upwards. It's just doing as it's told.
Oh, it's heading up too. Okay, cool. Yeah. So I want to try to get us as far up or to the exit as possible. Maybe the way we came in.
Yeah, no problem. So you guys can get there. There are 2 guards standing outside the elevator when you all arrive. Rosalind, I assume you're climbing too? Yeah. So when you all get there, there are 2 guards. I'm not sure who arrives first, because you both are quite quick at climbing, and you guys are levitating. So all I know is that Riso's on Lyra's butt, so, you know.
Great. Yeah, I would say as soon as I hit the platform, if I see them, I'm going to make a bite attack on them. Because I can at least paralyze them maybe with some poison. That way we don't have to, like, fight them to death.
Yep.
Is it difficult to get off this web thing, or can I just kind of roll right off it?
Usually with web, you have to do a strength saving check, but that's DM's call.
I'd leave this one up to Lyra. Did you make it out of sticky stuff or not sticky stuff?
I mean, it had to be somewhat sticky. I don't really have control of how sticky it comes out of my behind, but it's, sorry. But usually I think it's like a DC 10 strength to break free of a spider's web.
Go for it.
Okay.
If I remember
All right.
correctly.
All
So
right,
if you want to try to like break free of
Yeah.
it, it just is a 10.
Oh, that's an 18. So
Oh yeah, you just kind of rip free of it. So she makes a bite attack with a 20 on one of them.
Yeah,
Is that-
that hits. Yep.
Okay, so it has to make a DC. What kind? It's poison, so I'm gonna guess it's like Constitution. It doesn't really say, but Connor will. I'll leave that up to you. You just have to make it against a
9.
4. Yeah, nope, didn't make it. So you're gonna take all the damages. So the first one takes that much damage plus his poison damage. 2d6 poison to go along with it.
Yeah.
And it's now paralyzed.
Okay, so if I can just interject here. As you come up, you see the guard, you spring onto it and your fangs sink into it. You just about catch the last clips of their conversation. As one of them saying, yeah, emergency procedure, we can't get up because the elevator's locked down. We just need to do this and it'll... Ah!
Great. You just need to do... Like, I want to eat you.
But there's 2, right?
There was
Yeah, there's
another
2. The second one has jumped back at this intrusion and we'll take some initiative rolls.
Great. Lord. Real nat
16
20
for Ginny.
finally.
24.
24 for you, brilliant. So we'll go with the nat 20 first.
I want to try to keep them from running. I want to try to like, like scare them or something into, into back towards the elevator to try to maybe hint at them. That's like, do your thing and get us the fuck out of here.
So like the guard like is looking at you nonplussed, doesn't know what the fuck to do. A giant spider has just appeared in his factory place of work, bitten and started to eat, and his friend is dead for all he knows. His dead friend. So he's backing off like bah.
Yeah, I just want to back him towards the elevator. I don't want him to like be able to run down a hallway. So that's really what I want to do is try to block an exit for him.
You're penning him in. So then next is Rosalind.
Excellent. As she's penning him in, I want to kind of slip behind him and grapple him.
Okay.
Restrain him.
Athletics check. Initiative, please, Riso.
14.
A 14.
16.
Perfect. So you grapple him.
Brilliant. And then I say to him, in 10 minutes, we're all going to be blown to smithereens. If you value your life and don't want to be eaten by the spider, activate the lift.
Make me an intimidation check, please, as Jesse and Garrett finally climb onto the platform.
But I was like, can I give her advantage by showing my fangs and letting them drip poison?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, thank you. 20 and 15.
So a 20.
Yeah, dirty 20, by the way.
So from below, you can hear the OSHA guys at the bottom sort of saying, this bomb is too complex, we cannot deactivate. High explosives used. High explosives, lots of chemicals, magic chemicals. Thank you very much, Cyborg Pizza, for the sub 2 months in a row. You have a nat 1 or 20 to give to whoever you please. So you guys, we can carry on in initiative order, but he's terrified. He's willing to do it, but you're holding him.
I just want to move him. So I kind of like I've got him in like a headlock and I've got one arm. He's got one arm free.
Okay. He
Pointing.
puts his hand like shakily down to his key card and he like picks it up. It's like security clearance key card and he just puts it in the slot.
I like hiss at him to go faster.
Do you know what? Yeah, okay, yeah. He's sort of like whew, when you do that, and he like puts the key card through, and the key card goes beep, and you guys are free to get in the elevator once more. Cyborg Pizza Anna gives her nat 20 to her bae Allison.
Yes. Can I make a web shoot type action to sticky his key card and take it with us?
Yeah.
I want his key card.
Yeah, that's cool as fuck. You can do that as a free action.
Yeah, I want to steal his key card because I have a feeling we're gonna need it again.
So what are you doing with this guy?
Well, now that he's served his purpose, I'm just going to chokehold him until he passes out.
Oh, okay. Give us another athletics check.
Did Junie make it to us?
Junie's right there with you.
Okay, good.
That was a 17.
On a 17, I'm going to burn my disadvantage on this one, as I also roll an athletics check. Oh, it did it for me. 2. Nat 1. He like passes out dead easy. In fact, he almost might have been halfway there already.
Cool.
So as all of this kind of... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, as long as he didn't poo in my boots, I'm happy.
No,
Yeah.
you're fine. But you have 4 minutes. Junie.
And this is all kind of wrapping up as the sort of magical robot arrives. You see it sort of rise up against past the level of the platform, and Junie's just holding on, and she hops off onto the platform and says, "Thanks for the ride. Let's go." And
Be
jumps
safe,
onto the elevator
citizens.
with everyone else.
High explosives in the area. Hurry to a safe landing place.
Yeah.
Get in this lift.
You heard the man.
So everyone hurries into the lift.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Jesse
Oh.
pushes the button. The lift doors close very slowly.
Does it have soothing lift?
Ding bong. And it starts moving upwards.
Please tell me that there's like elevator music playing.
I thought we were going down.
Just alarms. No, you came down originally. You're going up.
Oh, we're going up. Okay,
Back to ground level. Now, guys, you will know from your previous run that this elevator journey is going to take about 5 minutes.
Oh.
Is there anything you'd like to do to speed it up?
Yes, I would. Lyra would like to break open the top of the lift and crawl up it with her spider and web it, and she's going to try to lift it faster. Like, she wants to go up the center cable and try to pull with her webbing.
Yeah, you can do that. The problem is, as you lift it, the elevator cable just sort of goes slack a bit.
Oh, okay.
And then it shunts a bit, and then it...
Is there another mechanism?
Well, I mean, there's a wire that's pulling it up. And there's another
Yeah.
wire that looks like it's, being some sort of stabilization.
Yeah, but there's gonna be some kind of like pulley system, like where the rope loops, right?
Yeah, probably right at the
The
top
like
somewhere.
wheel? Okay, here's what she actually wants to do. She's gonna spider climb up to the top to where the wheel is and start all 8 legs like running. Like a fucking hamster trying to like speed up the wheel so it's like lifting the crew faster.
Does anyone else want to do something too? As you can feel it sort of shunt and shift and speed up a little bit.
Riso's going to be pressing the up button. over.
Rosalind, if she's going to die, brings out her ball of string.
Aww.
Ow.
If this is how she's going to with her ball of string.
And Jeannie is looking up and looking down, and as she's looking up, she's saying, "Must go faster! Must go faster!"
All 8 legs. All you hear is like
I don't have anything useful.
Yeah, the elevator continues to move upwards.
Is it not moving faster?
It is moving faster, but not like rocket speed.
Oh my god, I don't know what else to do. But okay.
Would it go faster if it was lighter?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Who's in the elevator right now?
Me,
The
You.
3 of you.
and Junie.
And Jesse and
We
Garrett.
only have Jessica
Oh yeah,
here.
Jessica.
Okay. All right. Oh my god. Last minute option with the hatch open. Liar drops down a sticky bundle of stuff to get them maybe to climb faster. Or better yet, they can hang on and she can reel them up with her little spider fingers to the top.
Would that be quicker
I'm
than
down
the
with the spider ride. I've already done it once.
I mean, I don't know. I'm out of options other than.
You can see a counterweight.
They get heavy.
Okay. All right. Liar jumps on board of the counterweight, and rides it to the bottom to counter it out. Shoots her web to the bottom and begins pulling herself down to.
Okay, yeah, you do this, and just you do it, the elevator comes to a stop, it goes bing bong, and the doors slowly open.
Okay.
And I'm going to pause the clock like a great 80s movie on 001 seconds. Nothing seems to happen. You guys are back at city level. Lyra, you can climb back up, still in a panic about the alarm.
Okay.
But yeah, the alarm doesn't seem to, like, the alarm up here, you can't hear the alarm so much. What is going on right now?
Well, I mean, Risho's first of all going to be looking around for like any kind of authority type action. If there's any kind of security guards, or does anybody look alert, or it just looks like another.
Garrett turns to you and says, "Okay, you remember the plan? We got to get to the trains. We split up. We get to the trains as quick as we can. We've got 3 minutes to get to the station. Go!
What direction?
Any direction. Just split up."
Okay.
So we're going to go in 3-minute bursts, one at a time, around the room. We'll start at the top of the screen. Rosalind, you have 3 minutes to get to the train.
Take to the shadows.
Take to the shadows. Are you sneaking the whole way?
Part way. I will sneak and run and sneak and run like a army training course.
So you could go maybe up onto the rooftops. You could go via the back alleys. You could go through the main plaza.
Yeah, let's go take to the skies.
Take to the skies. Okay, you climb upwards. Yeah. Okay, you're on the roofs. You can see the train station ahead. But you're just gonna run across the rooftops? You might make it. You might have to like jump the whole way though.
That's fine. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
Put my cat reflexes to the test.
Make me an athletics check.
19.
On a 19, yeah, you are zipping across these rooftops, zipping across. You can see though a Fosha droid going around, going, "Wanted citizens abroad," flying around close to you.
Okay. I'm going to quickly duck behind like a chimney, so I'm just out of sight.
And
I'm gonna change. I have some fine clothes in my burglar's pack. So I strip out of my leather armor and I put on my bureaucratic long coat and little top, and I leave the pants and the boots. They're quite nice. I like those. And then I'm just gonna kind of like tie my hair up, put a hat on, slink down to the street and walk like a normal person.
Except you can hear the train whistle blowing, which means the train is about to pull away. You have 1 minute and about 10 seconds until it's gone. Okay,
then after I feel like I'm sufficiently disguised, I'm going to break for the train station.
You begin running through the crowded streets.
Yeah, I'm not just running, I am dashing, and I'm also using my feline agility that allows me to move with a burst of speed.
Yep, okay.
It doubles my movement speed. So I am flying through these people.
Yeah,
dodging,
do you know what? You fly through, you get to the train station, and you can board the train. The conductor looks at you like, you just made it.
Late nights in the office. You know how it is.
So, next is Allison, Junie. You have 3 minutes.
Junie takes off at top speed for the train station. And is not stopping for anyone, but not stopping until she gets there anyway. Yeah, so nothing other than just as quickly as she can.
Just for me, you are running a beeline at speed from the scene of an eco-terrorist disaster to the train station.
100%, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Excellent. Just clarifying. Sure enough, soon guards arrive, government officials, and they're like, "Hey, stop that woman!" Oh, you still there?
Oh no.
Yeah, you're still there. You're still there.
Okay. I am now. Yeah. So say that
Hey.
again. I heard sure enough, and then it broke.
So sure enough, the guards, some government officials arrive, and they're like, "Hey, stop that woman!"
At top speed, still heading for the train station. No.
Okay, so one of them's gonna try and rugby tackle you.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my nat 1 though, so you
Lovely.
can skip over it easily. However, that's not the only one. One of them pulls a gun and shoots at you.
Okay, so I'm gonna. I'd love to be able to use a key feature here to take a dodge action as a bonus action, if I can do that.
Yeah, sure. You dodge, and he misses.
Yep. Okay. Sweet.
He begins like reloading it.
And not even looking back. I don't want to. I don't want to do anything until I get to the station.
You hear that train whistle blow as well.
So continuing to sprint.
There's a people in the way milling about. You're gonna need to give me some sort of check to get through them.
Well, I'm very little to begin with. So as halfling nimbleness says that I can move through the space of any creature that is a size larger than mine.
Yes, you can easily. So you just weave in and out of them. And you know what? You also run onto the train station. You see Rosalind just ahead hopping on. The conductor's shaking his head at her and then stares boggle-eyed at you as you also run onto the train.
And as she's just stepping up, she turns around and gets herself in that pose. And she says, people of the good city of Sirdurin, we have begun your liberation from the evil powers of... And at that point feels somebody grab her from behind, perhaps Rosalind, and pull her onto the train. Whoa, wait a second! I wasn't done yet!
As it's just about pulling away sort of thing. Yeah, definitely. Next is Riso. Riso, you have 3 minutes. Your time starts now. You are muted, David.
Unmuting helps tremendously.
It does.
I would. So first of all, coming out of the place, the first thing Riso's going to do is skulk and hide and stealth.
Okay.
And dodge from dumpster to dumpster, until he has found a place that he might sit for like a good 20-30 seconds.
Okay.
Anything is following him or anything like that, and if not, then he's going to head towards any kind of like rickshaw, like not like a mode of transportation that's like hoity or anything like that, like kind of like a rickshaw kind of thing is what he's looking for, or any kind of transportation that's like that.
Okay, so you don't see anything like that, but you do see one of these newfangled magicanical two-wheeled. They're calling them bikes.
And so he will look at the bike, look left, look right, and if it looks clear, he's just
Yes.
So like through the main plaza, like amongst the people.
No.
On the road.
We skulked around. We skulked and we went down through the dumpsters area. So I'm going to be taking back alleys.
Okay. Yeah, you can take the back alleys. You only have your problem will be on the bike is that you either are going to have to drive the whole way, or you're going to have to drive into a pedestrian area to get onto the station.
I would drive up to the pedestrian area and then offload the bike, just like normal citizenry. Like, this is where the bikes are parked. This is where I park the bike.
You hear that train whistle go.
And then I just start nonchalantly walking towards maybe a maintenance area by the train and just acting like I'm...
Yep. And you can just stroll onto the train.
And so stroll right on.
Just as it's pretty much pulling away your footsteps on. Tight for time. Chelsea, it's Liar's turn. You're going to have 3 minutes, starting very shortly.
So...
But before we go...
Oh, God.
Jessie hunches over. She's holding her chest. Your
Why?
3 minutes starts now.
What's wrong with her?
She's like, I got.
Can I use my 8 eyes to see the fuck is wrong with her?
You can see, like, she pulls her hand away. There's blood. She's been hit.
Oh, okay.
Garrett's like, oh my god.
I get him to just chill the fuck out. And I shoot a web around her to like wrap her up with her face like Eskimoed out, and I'm gonna stick her on my back.
Okay.
Okay. Other guy's on his own. Liar, knowing what she knows about spiders and the way that they travel, goes up the building and tries to get to the highest point she can.
Mm-hmm.
She turns around, sticks her big bulbous butt in the air, and shoots out this kind of like parachute. Spiders ride the wind with their web. It carries their body weight.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to catch the wind and have it just like poof, pick her up and shoot her towards the train station. So there's this giant like spider with a person that gets stuck through the back. Or maybe she's got it in her arms, I don't know, flying through the air.
I've knocked a minute off for you healing up Jesse. So you hear the train whistle go as you're climbing the building. You need to get there quick.
Yeah, can I not do that?
Garrett runs. Yeah, give me some sort of check. What do you want to do? Acrobatics or?
I mean, I'm riding the wind, so yeah. I mean, how about I just give you a dex? I'm just gonna give you a flat dex.
Yeah, give me a flat dex. Why not?
That covers all the things. And you know what? I've got a nat 20.
Yeah, okay, on your nat 20, you fly straight into towards the train. It is a perfect flight. However, you can see the doors closing as you pull up. You're not gonna
okay.
You're not gonna
Not
be
gonna make it.
You're not gonna be able to get in the train.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna plat to the top of it. She's in a sticky web, so I just drop her and she to the top of the train like a cocoon, and then I just drop on and I don't know, wrap around with all 8 legs. I'll hang on from the top, I guess. Or I can make a web and hang on to my web.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hold on, and Jesse's with you, just like holding on, like just falling off the
No,
side?
remember I wrapped her up in a thing and I had it stuck her to me. So I'm flying through there. I'm gonna drop her to the train so that her like sticky web cocoon like plats, and then I drop on top of her to like secure both of us and
Lovely.
hang her.
Perfect. You could try and get into the train if you want. It's pulling away now. It's moving slowly. You know there's tunnels and things on this journey.
Oh, okay,
As it
yeah.
quickly heads underground.
I was about to say, yeah, I mean, if there's a way for me to get her and me in, maybe I drag her with me and we like scutter. Maybe I come through and on the ceiling. And then I'll change over. Once I get inside, I'm like, back to my normal, boring human form.
And you guys can all meet up. You all made it. You're on the train.
Can I check her and heal her really quick?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah, I'll cut her free of the like webbing. I'll like rip her apart, and she said she's taken like a wound to the chest. I've got some wound curing things. I took that for a reason. Yeah, cure wounds at a first level. So I just give her 10 points back.
Okay, yeah, she's healed up, and she's looking at you all. That feeling that insight check you had earlier, it's really strong now. As suddenly there is an almighty explosion.
Like how almighty?
Like everything shakes. You hear the brakes on the train cut in as the train sort of derails crazy. This is a huge explosion. This isn't any... Like, an EMP wouldn't do this. I mean, there was 700-800 innocent people in that factory.
Real quick here about how. Okay, so we're on the train. About roughly how many seconds/minutes were we on this train going train speed before that explosion happened? Was it like 2 minutes away? A minute?
Let's call it about 2 minutes into the journey. It took you. Yeah, it was five minute delayed on it.
Away at train speed. That's got to be a lot. And a massive explosion that that's derailing
Not
parts
only
of the train.
derails the train, part of the train, part of like the platform behind you falls away, as you can see the underground infrastructure where all the magical like energy is generated and reacted starts to crush and crumble.
You will find Riso in the drink car.
Well, the train's sort of derailed at the moment, so it's moving at train speed, it's derailed off the tracks, and it's flying forward still. So, I mean, if you want to be in the drinks car, you can.
Well, I mean, I guess I would be like shitting my pants because I'm flipping around in circles inside of a train car somewhere. I would be clutching. Actually, no, I would be upside down because I would be seat buckled in or secured, so I'd be hanging upside down as this thing happens.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. If you hadn't picked up the whole lack of health and safety thing, there's no seatbelts.
Great. In a last ditch effort to maybe boost us from what is probably going to be a huge train wreck to save the crew, I'm going to once again call on the spirit of the totem, and in front of us appears a bright blue unicorn. The unicorn spirit lends its protection to those nearby. You and your allies gain advantage on all ability checks.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, this unicorn, whilst the rest of you are getting jostled and thrown, it majestically trots down the center aisle, granting you and all the other passengers as well, because why not, advantage on all your saves.
You just hear Rosalind go, "Wow!" She's like being thrown around. Her tail's all spiky.
Yeah, and I guess I yell, everybody hang on! That's all we can do, right? Question. Is there a way to move up the carts to one that's not dragging?
As you look ahead up the carts, you can see them start to buckle and fall.
Jesus. Okay. Does it look like we can release train carts?
I reckon so.
Yeah, can I do that? I look to the group and I go, we need to isolate this cart. And I run to the front to release it from those that are beginning to, buckle, I guess?
Yeah, who else is helping?
I would be following up with her, and I noticed that the halfling is very strong.
Mm-hmm.
So I will usher her. Or not very strong, but but he doesn't realize this in this moment, so he's gonna be like, go.
Yeah, so she's gonna, initially she's kind of frozen, but as soon as she hears that, she's following along.
Okay, so why don't you guys make me some kind of check to release the train? I feel like it's going to be an athletics. If you're working together, one person can roll it. You can decide who, and they can roll it with advantage.
Definitely not me. I'll give all the advantage we need.
I have a +1.
I was about to say, mine's bad. You don't want me to roll it. To the athletics?
+1.
Yeah, that's all I've got for athletics as well.
Well, all right. Well, I guess I initiated it. Here we go.
Who's
With
feeling
advantage. Oof.
Yay!
At an 18.
On an 18, you sort of you're pulling the pin up. It's going real slow. It's one of them sprung-loaded things. You can see the magicanical couplings as well there, and you sort of are planting one foot on the other train, I suppose, and pulling up. It just slips free. It kinks over to one side as it comes out of the bottom section, and the second section kinks it over, and you can pull it out, and the train comes free, and the train ahead of you carries on roaring into what is now a fireball mess of mechanical mayhem. And you guys are sort of moving towards it, still at speed, though decelerating. You may need to slow down the train.
Okay.
I'm going to be heading up towards the front of the train. Just keep going through cars until I get to the command center.
I look at everybody and I say, brace yourselves. And I bring my hands together out the front of the train and cast Thunder Wave that direction to push us backwards.
Okay. Now, Thunder Wave hits everyone, right?
Everybody in front of us. So the idea is I'm casting it towards the chaos to push the cart back.
Okay. So in that last cart, as you can see people as you can see all the trains and wreckages going crazy over there. You can see someone running towards you please help, as he starts to try and jump off the train. You still cast?
You've killed hundreds.
Yeah, it's too late now.
Yeah.
Drop in the bucket.
And I'm gonna cast it at a level 2.
Oh!
Yeah, what's one more?
As that is done, Riso, can you roll me a d20, please?
17.
Perfect. And this person sort of jumps out from the train please help, and your Thunder Wave just boom him backwards. back into the train as it tumbles and slips. And the train does indeed slow down. It shunts backwards and sort of keels over. The roof hits the side wall, then the wheels hit the side wall. There's a platform coming up where everything's crashed. It sort of like is tumbling in side to side, and you come to a stop. Can you all please make me some sort of dexterity or athletics check, depending on whether you're trying to balance or grip to stay afloat?
And take your advantage!
Well,
It's a 20 for Junie.
20
Yeah,
for Jenny?
24 Lyra as well.
What was that, Rosalind?
24.
24. I thought you said 4. I was like,
No.
and Riso.
This was a dex check, yeah?
Dex or strength.
With advantage. 10.
So the rest of you sort of like managed to hold on and stuff, but as the car like is thunderclapped and like slows down, Riso just comes flying past you, Lyra.
Oh. Well, with my dex of 20, can I also grab him? Because I imagine she like slid backwards at super cool hero like style, like all prepped. Can she like grab him as he rushes past her?
Yes, it's gonna need a check.
Oh, another one?
Yeah, some check, any check.
We'll take an athletics.
Okay.
Hey, 19.
On a 19, you grab him and he slams to the floor as you anchor him to the train.
Stay.
The way this looks is so like Riso was coming at it like Wah! And you literally grab like his belt loops and his belts, and then all of a sudden he's like Wah!
So the trains come to a stop in the carnage of now a flaming underground train station.
Okay.
There's people milling about, some trying to help, some not. There's carnage as the power has gone down. There's only emergency lights on.
Junie throws herself into helping whoever is nearby,
We gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
trying to pull people to safety.
Uh-huh.
Does it look? Yeah. Is there a way out that we can? You just can't random roll a d20 without telling us what's going on, Scrat.
You
It's
know
a way
I
to
can.
make it nervous. I know. So, we come out. Is there a way out where we can be like ushering people, or is it just chaos because there's not a way out of the space?
It's chaos because there is a way out. There's a stairway up, but it's. Have you ever been on the underground in rush hour?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just elbow to elbows.
Elbows and elbows, and also fire and police and people not being told not to move to get out of the way. So people, if anything, are pushing into you, and some of them are even now standing on the tracks because there can't be any trains coming.
Okay. I look at the group and I was like, wait. We need to get out of here. And I cast Passers out Trace on the whole group.
Okay, well, Junie, you were going off to help out, right? So are you with the group currently?
If there was somebody nearby who needed immediate help, I don't have any healing skill or anything, but pulling people out of immediate danger, that's what she'd sort of thrown herself into.
I see what you mean. Like if somebody's on fire or under something, like we're moving them. I gotcha.
Exactly. Yeah.
As we're heading out, I'm going to be yelling at you, Junie, just to be like, Junie, come on, let's go.
Go ahead, I'll catch up. I just need to help this person over here. And she's finding somebody who's kind of trapped under something and trying to lift it up so that they can get out and move.
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
go help her. Yeah.
Shakes his head and just kind of sighs, and he's like, okay.
It's rush
Kind
hour.
of tropes after her and starts helping her with whatever she's doing.
So it's rush hour. These are all working people. This guy's got a briefcase under there, and he's handcuffed to the briefcase. So his leg and the briefcase are stuck, and he's trying to get out.
He's handcuffed to the briefcase.
He is, yeah.
What a fascinating detail.
I know. I was like, okay. Well, I know what Lyre would do, but
Yeah, so I'm going to try and help him get free from the whatever sort of trapped condition he's in. But I'm not also going to let him get away very quickly. I'm quite curious about that briefcase.
I have some thieves' tools
oh,
that I am proficient in.
Oh,
yeah.
Rosalind. Not only that, you recognize this dude. Now that he's free, he looks familiar.
Oh, yeah? Who is he?
Someone from your office.
So,
What's his name?
This is one of your superiors. Edmund.
Edmund. Okay, I appear. I've changed, so I could have just come from the office. No one has to know what I was up to.
Mm-hmm.
Edmund, are you all right? I say, just looking like a concerned citizen.
Rosalind. Yeah, what are you doing? Yes, no, I'm fine. What's going on? Do you know what's happening?
I do not. The train, there's a crash. There was a loud, she puts a hand to her head, a loud bang. What, do you know anything?
No, I don't know a thing.
Here, let me free you from that suitcase. Okay.
No, it's fine, I've got it.
You can have it back afterwards.
No, I'm free, it's fine, I've got it.
Oh.
I would like to roll an insight on his, attachment to this fucking briefcase.
Yeah, sure. Some people like briefcases.
Right, Lila goes, we do not have time for briefcases and 9 to 5 biz. She's fed up and is ready to go back home.
I will kneel down next to Roz and use my messaging cantrip to talk to her telepathically and ask her if we need that briefcase.
Would I have any idea? Does Edmund carry suitcases with handcuffs to him on a regular basis?
I mean, not always.
But when he does, what is he usually doing?
Usually really secret stuff.
Okay, like government plans and stuff.
Yeah, stuff like that.
I can reply with a message, can't I?
Yeah, with this you can.
Yeah. You just get back a yes.
Very well. And then I will kneel in front of what's his name again?
Edmund.
Edwin. I will kneel in front of Edwin, and I will also I will also use the messaging cantrip on him. Except to him, what he hears inside of his head: help us free you from this briefcase that you hold, or we will help free your head from its shoulders. And then you'll see my eyes crackle with the light, and then you'll see my fingers kind of arcing, just little electrical. And I would like to roll an intimidation.
You may.
Or 19?
On a 19, he stands aback, he looks shocked, and he jumps off the platform and tries to run down the tracks.
I would like to throw a dagger.
Yeah, and I would like to whip together. This is ending. It's coming with us, yeah. I'll let her throw the dagger first. If that doesn't work, I'll reach out with the whip and maybe catch a foot.
So
I got a natural 20.
Whilst you guys do that, okay, brilliant. Junie, are you still trying to help people?
No, as this has been happening, I took note of the briefcase and I'm just watching the whole thing unfold at this point, ready to support if I need to.
Okay, so with the nat 20, the dagger buries itself in his back and he falls to the floor. At this point, you can hear the train tannoy system. It's sort of always been blaring, but now you only just sort of start hearing the words. It says, casualties estimated in the thousands, fatalities estimated in the thousands. We estimate around 10 million gold's worth of damage to magical reactors and other such government property. In light of this new terrorist attack, which no one has yet claimed, but we assume to be part of the Monastery of the Rabbit Prince, the government has decided to rebrand itself, opening a new department of eco-terrorist defense known as Eco Shield, and the government will from this day forth be known as Eco Synergy, putting you and your safety first to help save you against the terrorists. You have a suitcase.
Liar goes, yes! Yes!
We need to get underground. We need to get out of sight.
I know exactly where to go.
I want my dagger.
And she says, follow me. And she's going to try to lead us back, maybe sewer system or tunnel. If we're connected, there's got to be a way. Up and out to the edge of the city to the forest.
Well, it just so happens that Risa would know the quickest and fastest way to get there with his background.
There you go.
Yep, you know a series of maintenance tunnels and other such things that will get you there dead quick, without,
Great.
of course, probably not the quickest way, but the way that you'll be least likely to have any run-ins with anyone.
Well, and like I said, I cast Pass Without Trace on the group, so we should be able to move as long as we're doing it stealthily, relatively. With ease.
And Junie, for the very first time, just looks afraid, maybe a little overwhelmed, and is not quite sure how to react to all of this. But if others are running, she's running along.
Yes, you get a. Well, we're running. Rosalind is running next to you because I imagine with her. You're kind of slow, and she's kind of fast, so she's just like jogging behind you, just in case she needs to pick you up and pelt it. You get a big clawed hand on your shoulder, just kind of like a reassuring pat. She sees that, so you're kind of like lost in your mind with your 10-mile stare. But it's not the time for chat.
Yeah, if we could make it securely to the edge of the forest, I would be able to get us maybe to our base.
Well, yeah, I mean, it depends where you want to go. I mean, obviously the city goes onto the blackened, tar-filled green forest, and I mean slime forest. If you want to get into like forest proper, you're gonna have to travel a few miles out of city. The smog and everything has absolutely ruined this place. Even the dirt is black.
Where were we supposed to go from the train? Like, I'm sure Barrett was supposed to pay us at some hideout.
It's funny. Jesse's with you.
While Riso's leading, he's going to be asking both Lyra and Roz. First with Lyra being like, well, why are we heading this way and where are you taking us? And then I'll look over at Roz and I'll be like, why do we need that suitcase?
Is Jessie coming with you as well, or are you leaving her?
Oh, no. I got her. She's our leverage for payment.
Sure we should be taking it. Okay.
So what I want to do is get us basically... So he gets us out of the city, right? Once we get to the forest, I feel like I would at least know the paths through so that we don't end up in like slime infested. I mean, I navigate this pretty frequently, right?
Don't get me wrong. It's not so much a danger to you as it's likely to be bigger, badder monsters sort of there. But you can...
Oh, I see.
I want to break into the suitcase. What's in it?
Yeah, like I want to get us out so we can take a moment to interrogate her.
You can find somewhere safe.
Let's find somewhere to stop, catch our breath.
Or we could possibly sit in a circle and have a short rest.
Yeah, you guys can take a short rest.
Great idea.
Why not? You guys can take a short rest.
Okay, while they're resting, I want to break open this suitcase.
So
I'm going to be burning some hit dice during short rest.
Yeah, of course. You guys go for it. You can, like, crikey, I mean, short rests in the modern day and age. I mean, I don't even believe in long rests anymore. I mean, I get by on 3 or 4 hours of sleep. I think these guys can get by as well.
Right, yeah, don't we all?
Yeah, it's fine.
An elf.
Yeah,
Well done.
True. So, yeah, you guys, you can heal up a little bit. Now, as you are rolling for the thieves' tools, is anyone doing anything with Jessie? What are the rest of you doing?
Oh, yes. I would like to, as soon as we, like, get clear, I'm going to take the whip and, like, do that Wonder Woman thing. She, like, binds them up around the body. And I'm going to push her up next to a tree. I'm going to get right in her face. And I'm like, something is not right. It has not been right since we stepped foot on that damn lift. And I want answers.
Riso will very gently kind of grab you on the shoulder and just give a little squeeze. Honey is how you procure some of this information sometimes.
Yes.
Allow me a moment.
She's crying.
I keep the whip on her, but I step back.
A little further. Your presence is a little over. Look at her.
Okay, then I'll ask nicely. Please tell us who shot you.
That is not nicely. Okay. Hey, Roz, could you maybe keep her busy for a minute?
Lyra, come help me find traps on this suitcase.
I'm gonna keep her. The whip does not come off.
And I'm gonna go up to Jess, and I'm going to. Pardon. This is a predicament that you are in at the moment. And is she gagged?
No, I can talk.
It's noted.
What? If you can give us some information about why we were hired, anything that might go towards your making it out of this situation alive.
Okay.
Just do me a favor. 10 in through the nose. Just relax.
Okay. Garrett
From the top.
Garrett was he joined maybe only a few months ago. Junie, you'll remember him? He joined. He was full of fire. He really wanted to make a big thing in the government, big waves. He said we needed to do more, and I thought the plan was going great.
Did you know those were? Did we actually have EMPs, or were those actual bombs?
I mean, I thought they were EMPs.
Can I roll like an insight check to see if she's joshing me or not, or?
Because she's supposed to be our tech person.
Yeah. Go for it.
She can't tell the difference between C4 and EMP, really. Isn't that like Terrorist 101?
So, I mean, I rolled an 11 on my insight check.
Some people are open books that you can read from page to page and almost know in an instant. Jessie is a hardback cover. You've got a blurb, and her blurb is this. Look. Garrett kept on him at all times. He was very protective of them. He didn't want anything to go wrong. He brought the MPs along. He kept him in a case. I trusted him.
While she's doing all of that, I'm just making eye contact towards Roz and Lyra, and then back to her, and back to them, and back to her, and then I'm like, can we untie her now?
Lyra pulls a little tighter just for a second, and she says, leading up to this event, who did he talk with? Who wrote our contracts?
I mean, he mostly kept to himself. He spent a lot of time locked up with the prince.
Prince. I look to Junie, and I say, is it true? Would your monk order do something like this?
Never. We would never do anything like this. This was not supposed to harm any innocents at all.
This
is terrible.
That's exactly what I mean.
I'm like, shh. To her, in the whip, not to Rizzo.
Rizzo's going to be talking with Junie and just ask, how high are you within your order?
I'm not.
What position?
I'm not. I'm just like a techie.
And Junie? What is your position?
Well, I don't know. There's not like there's not a group of us that meet or anything. They trained me and then they sent me out. I've just been traveling around and trying to help people. I have no idea how this could have happened. What if this is awful?
That Garrett had all of this and just held his cards close to his chest.
Rosalind, what was your thieves' tools check on that case?
What do I need to roll? Sorry.
You can either roll your thieves' tools, which I believe is like a sleight of hand check or a dexterity-based proficiency check.
Yeah, it's a sleight of hand check.
Well, at first I would have checked to see if the suitcase was like loaded with explosives.
Yeah, sure. Give us a survival first.
Okay.
Cool. Yes!
On a nat 20, you can tell that this case is indeed rigged with something. It's not going to explode or anything, though. You can almost see with clear detail. This is one of those incinerate everything inside traps.
Yeah, can I disarm that before I try and open it?
Give me another survival check.
That was fudged. Okay, that doesn't work. I was just trying something new.
That
Was both a 9 and an 11.
So, once you can see the trap, it's actually dead easy to disarm. You can pop it right off.
Alright. What do I need to roll for that?
You've already done it, so give us a sleight of
Okay.
hand check to get the case open.
Okay. New one.
The case pops open. There are 3 documents inside. The first document details the rebrand changes for the government and spitballing ideas for how they can get more public opinion.
You mean approval?
Yeah, more higher public estimation. You know.
Let me guess, as I flick through the files, one of them was a terrorist attack.
Uh-huh. Spearheaded by a Garrett Fearson.
It's like a PR that thing that goes out to everybody. Is that what it is? Like a pre-written article?
Confidential for your eyes only.
Oh, I see.
And on the very last page, there is a signed letter saying, congratulations on your development of this new project. And it is signed with a picture of Riso's father. And that's where we're going to wrap up today's one-shot.
It's a false flag operation.
What the
Right. It sure was, and they framed the monks, God bless. We just got new recruits! Yes, we did! The druids just got new recruits.
So, you guys,
Wow.
how are we feeling after that?
Amazing.
It was great! I had a
So
blast.
good. I
I'm
love
still
this
trying to
party.
catch up.
I
know.
chain smoked so much.
That was probably because I'm D&D. I'm used to like high fantasy settings, like the imagination for this kind of clockwork like
Oh,
setting.
yeah.
Just I really liked it. I really liked it a lot.
So, we'll go up the screen this time. We did introductions down the screen, so we'll go up the screen for outros. This is your chance to tell us where you guys can be found online, what you get up to, and what your favourite part of the one-shot was. So we'll start at the bottom of the screen with Chelsea.
My favorite part of the one shot, I would have to agree, is like the setting and this idea of trying to move somebody that's like very nature based into a place where they don't understand the don't understand the workings of the technology of this kind, or have purposely tried not to infuse it in their lives. So I love that. And of course, let's be real, the timers. It adds like this level of like urgency that really pushes you to like think on your feet and have to like make action. So that was also a lot of fun today, and the use of timers. So I'm Little Red Dot. You may also know me as Chelsea. You can find me on my Twitch channel under little_red_dot, and you can find my schedule of all the many places that I play, because I do a lot of tabletop RPG. That stays on my Twitter along with my Discord link. You can catch me on Mondays in a Princess of Apocalypse campaign, on Wednesdays in the North by Northwest podcast, both as a GM for our side quest and a player in our main storyline. On Thursdays, I'm GMing over on Encounter Roleplay. On Saturdays, I now play for Roll For It, and we are in the middle of a World of Darkness campaign. Got some exciting news coming up about maybe another season or another campaign of it, so you can check all that information out. I know. And on Sundays, we roll dice over on my channel for Sunday Fun Days a couple times a month, and you can find out more information about those and how you can play in them on my Discord.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. And next up, we've got Binary Fire, Travis.
Hey! Binary Fire on Twitter and Twitch. I just got a GPU, so regular streams will be coming forthwith. And on Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can find me on the Greyhawk channel with Return to Greyhawk, the Greyhawk setting campaign that I'm in on every Sunday. Other than that, it's pretty much, I'm pretty chill. That's what I do. Binary Fire on the socials. That's where you'll find me. And that's what I got.
Fantastic. And your favorite part of the one shot today?
My favorite part really the magical reactor. The reactor that came alive, and I thought we were all going to die with this thing. I had no idea what it could do, and I got really nervous with that. I like the idea of a living reactor.
Fantastic. Brilliant. And next up the screen, I've just opened another window so I can't see. It's Alison. Hello, Alison.
Hey, everybody. That was incredible. Thanks so much for playing along and following along. Thanks for all of the donations and crits and weirdness. It was so much fun. You can find me on Twitter at Alison Robinson with 2 L's and a Y. Catch me on 2 really fun podcasts, the Wander Quest podcast, where I play Astrid Dane, Bookish Barbarian, on God's Fall, where I am Oriskatane, the Goddess of Chaos. Probably not a big surprise to anybody who's watched me play much of anything else. But my labor of love is is actually starting in just a few hours. At 7 p.m. Eastern on Sundays, I play a Pulp Cthulhu campaign on Grimjack's channel. That's Grimjack 21502, playing seriously. Yeah, I play a really freaking amazing aviator who is also a little bit of a chaos god. So lots of fun there. Join us tonight at 7. We're in 1933 fighting Nazi occultists. So lots of cool culty action, a little bit of smooching happening as well, if that's your sort of thing. So we'll see you there.
Fantastic.
My favorite part for today, love the twist at the end. So suddenly deeply emotionally engaged in a different way, but this cast, getting to play with this group of people I've wanted to play with for a long time.
I know. When I found out you were playing in this game, I was so excited.
Same. So can't wait for the next opportunity.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's been trying to get you in for ages. Oh, we finally got our schedules to align. I find that with so many streamers, it's like, I really want to play. I can't. We'll get there.
And you know what? Thanks, Scrat, to you for making this a place where we can do that and just play without having a giant campaign, but a place to be able to play with the people we've always wanted a chance to play with.
It's all good. Who needs sleep anyway? So last and most certainly not least, we've got Gloss and Gadgets DM Leo.
Yes, I am Gloss and Gadgets. You can find me on any social media, just at Gloss and Gadgets, because I'm super creative like that. I'm a dice collector, so if you like dice, I take a lot of pictures of dice. I have a collection of 350 sets and counting. Yeah, I have a little bit of.
Don't you dare say it's a problem. Don't you dare say it's a problem.
It's not a problem. It's like it's a collection, of course.
Yeah.
The place that you will find me most is over on the Fumbles and Fame channel. Fumbles and Fame is a tabletop community where we just like to play D&D together. So over there, I DM 2 games. I DM Curse of Strahd and Out of the Abyss. My DM style is very roleplay heavy. I actually really hate combat, believe it or not.
Yeah.
I really hate combat. It usually drags, which it didn't here. I actually had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I also play. I'm going to be playing. I play in Horde of the Dragon Queen, where I play Leah, the sea-themed sea elf. And in September, I'll be playing the Waterdeep game, where I'll be reviving my Drow Dark Song Knights of Illustrae. I think I might play in other stuff. I don't know. I do a lot of D&D. And if you look at my Twitter, that's all I really talk about. As for my favorite thing, obviously, aside from meeting all of you guys, this has been very fun. I've been also meaning to play with Scrap for a very long time, but it just kept not happening. So I'm glad it finally happened today. Actually, it was just the opportunity to, 1, play a rogue, because I've never played one, and 2, actually enjoy combat. That quick thinking, I was like, oh my god, looking through my inventory, what else can I do?
I'm 100% with you girls as well, in that I too hate combat, and that's why I'm always trying to find other things to make it spicier. Like, okay, we've got a real timer. Come on, this is on the clock. Do it. Like, that sort of.
No, that's amazing, and I will be stealing that. So
yeah, of course.
And that will be coming soon in my streams. So yeah, I really enjoyed combat today. So I learned something, which is great. There's never a wrong way to play D&D, and you just got to find the right way for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to think I actually told Scrat to a chat when you first started talking. I was like, where did you find this goddess? I must have her in a game.
When you start going into like your backstory, like Chelsea immediately was like, I love her.
Where did you find her?
Well, I'm going to follow all of you on Twitter so we can chat later.
Yes, we should.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can work something out.
So that
Absolutely.
just leaves me. I'll do my wrap up quickly because I know you guys have got places to be. First of all, here's my social links. If you're not already in the Discord, hop in because we've got a really cool, family, fun, friendly, like inclusive, teachy, not preachy, cool group of guys in there. And can guys be unisex? I use it so often. Guys and gals and all, everything. Oh god. Okay, I've spent too long on that. Twitter. Send me a DM or pop me a follow on Twitter, and I'll get you in a game. Twitter is where I do like pretty much 99% of my like game scheduling. So if you send me a message in Discord, do you know what? I'll look at it. I'll forget about it. I'll come back to it another time. I'll be like, oh damn, I forgot about it. Hey, do you have Twitter? So Twitter is the best place. Twitter is the best place. And YouTube, this will be uploaded to YouTube in about 24 hours time because of the terms of service. Folks, yeah, I like folks. Makes me think of parents, but that'll do. Folks, that's a good word.
People, that's also a good one.
Persons.
Persons.
I have a Patreon as well, guys. If you'd like to support me for $1, you can. That'd be great, and you get some extra content as well. Like we're working on like background text-based roleplay stuff. We've got a video up there that me and Kiana did for backstory for one of my players, and we're working on more of that theme and other stuff. And Alice is working on some cool stuff as well. And I also have some merchandise, which you guys can see on my Redbubble. You know what? That competition that I just linked in that thing, it's not running anymore. The winner was Water Dragon. Congratulations, Water Dragon, if you're in chat. So I'm going to quickly run through my schedule, and I say quickly because there's a ton of D&D coming up. First of all, I'm back in an hour doing another stream with Chaotic Anarchy, D&D Elise, Sarquari 7, Misty Vander, and Displacer Baby. We're going to be doing a level 1 one-shot where we're doing level 1 stuff. Tomorrow at 8 PM EST, we are starting our new City of Mists campaign, Shadow of Mist. That's featuring Tall Squall, Alice, Grant, Zippy Zippo, and Kiena, which is going to be awesome. It's a first time playing City of Mist for a lot of them, so that's going to be lots of fun. On Tuesday, we return to Wizards and Wardrobes, where if Koros is still in chat, he'll be freaking out about, because last week I left them in a full Negan-esque ending, where they've been cuffed on hands and knees in the middle of a gang tent, and the leader is about to kill one of them. And I'll tell you now, folks, I haven't decided who yet. On Wednesday, Kiena joins us for the One-Shot Wonders in the Feywild. On Thursday, I'm over on Encounter Roleplay for the Larkspur sequence, another City of Mist game. On Friday at noon, we've got Katie Face DMing a game for us. I can't remember what it was, but I think it is 5e. At 4 PM, I'll be taking over and I'll be doing something. I've not written it yet. And then at 8 PM, I'll be DMing something else, all on the Friday. On Saturday at 7 AM, we've got another game. I am hoping Laugh Love Lindy is going to be DMing that one, but I need to speak to her. Noon, we've got That Salty Ginger Lauren DMing. At 4 PM, I'm back in the hot seat again DMing, and at 8 PM, Kiena is DMing. And then on Sunday, we've got 7 AM, we've got Tahina in chat DMing. At noon, we've got another one which I'm running, and then at 4 PM, we've got another one that I'm running. Yep, that's right, guys. 42 hours of D&D in 1 week. Boom. I'm going to take all of this hype and love over to Laurelania's channel. So Laurelania's channel, where all the fun can be had.
It's a little southern of you, Scrat. That channel.
That channel.
That channel.
Hey, you know what? I've done so many accents now, I've forgotten my original one, okay? That's the truth of it. I can just about do an impression of my sister, it's close. So yeah, we're going to head over there. As the countdown timer goes down, you guys... if you've got the scrap hype emote, which many of you may do because the subfather has been at work today, use it. Otherwise, just come in with something like scrap raid, like that. Put some like raid bombs or something in it, or something, and let's bring the hype on over. It's not Laura playing. It's not Tia playing today. It's another group playing on her channel. So yeah, let's keep the hype happening and head on over. Thank you all very much. I had a lot of fun. Bye.
Thank you so much.